What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Unfortunately, I have some really bad news to share, which really sucks. I hate this. This is my warrior. Was undead, geared out, item level, I think 315. They fixed a few of the items I was using from 320, so I think like 315. I can't log into this character anymore. This character is stuck forever. Never be able to log in again. So I don't think I have very many options for this warrior. And the bad part is there is raid testing starting on Friday, which means I need to start a fresh new warrior to level up. Max is stuck too? Thank you. Thank you. I like the hat too. So I was swimming across an alliance area to do the world questing out there, and I hit auto run. As I'm swimming across this lake, I tab back in and I'm disconnected. So I must have like glitched into a texture, and I did a race change right now from undead to torrent to high mountain torrent to try to see if I could log in. I can't log in anymore. And I submitted a ticket. They said there's nothing I can do. They said that there's nothing they can do. And this is it. That's what happens. I can't log in. I was mythic geared, guys. This sucks. I need to start a brand new warrior. So war mode has been implemented. So we're gonna start a new warrior with war mode implemented. Can I faction change him? I tried faction changing earlier, but apparently I had mail. So maybe I completed a world quest and the rewards went straight to my mail instead of to my bags. So I can't race change him until 30 days when that mail expires. So not much I can do with this warrior. He had some pretty good gear. All that's left is to just start a brand new warrior. So we're going to do that. We're going to do with war mode enabled so you guys can see that. You guys can see the honor talent system. How the honor talent system works now. It's interesting. They basically took the honor talent system that was in Legion and made it have less options. It's really weird. Alright, so let's just start getting into a brand new character, which really sucks. I wish I didn't have to. But the good news is, at least we know what we're doing. I'm not the only one that lost someone, apparently. Mad Max is stuck in purgatory as well. You were doing a quest trying to get Nathaniel, the same things happened. That's a bummer. Oh, I saw that quest. That was a continuation of that quest line. And yeah, no, I can't do anything about it either. Can't accept that quest anymore. Can't go do it. War mode is a PvP toggle. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So this is the war mode toggle. So basically, we have the PvP talent slots here on the right hand side, right? So the first one is your trinket, your PvP trinket. Are you going to go with the passive one that uses it immediately? Are you going to go with a percentage at every single time you get CC'd? Or are you going to go with the trinket that you use yourself? So I'm going to go ahead and go with, let's see, if I'm going to do open world PvP, I'm just going to go with this one. I don't know what people are going to be throwing at me. We're going to have this PvP talent slot here, which is basically all three of these have the same options. So you can pick the same things from these. And these are basically what was in Legion. So we have all of the options that were in Legion. Like we have Dragon Charge, we have Mass Spell Reflect, Oppressor. You know, we have all of these options here. So there's not much that's different. It's just more limiting. So instead of getting all of the talents, Instead of there being a grind system where you grind out honor, you farm it out, you slowly level up and you slowly gain these talents, they're all available to you immediately, and you just have to choose which ones you want. Protection Warrior is viable now in BfA dungeons? Not really. When we talk about like leveling dungeons, yeah, sure. While you're leveling, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with you leveling, but at max level, yeah, no, not at max level. Max level is a different beast. It's very difficult to argue that max level is fine. So if you're waiting until Prot Warriors are completely viable for max level, now is not the time yet. Not yet. I do fully expect them to change something. But as of right now, there's not much that has been changed, unfortunately. And I hate to be the one that says it because I love playing my Prot Warrior. Love playing my Prot Warrior, but right now, I've basically gone on the gear grind, and my other warrior that I can't log into anymore was fully ready for Mythic Zeros. I was doing Mythic Zeros on that character. I had Mythic gear, and it was an uphill struggle. It was very difficult every single time that I wanted to run in there and do things. Very, very difficult. I would argue that it was just way too difficult for anything productive. If that was the way that they launched, if they launched the way that they are now, it's gonna be very annoying gearing up and getting to that level that you're ready for Uldir. You know, grinding out your regular dungeons, your heroics, your mythics. Getting ready for Uldir is gonna be just a struggle. So for right now, no. Will it change? I really, really, really hope so. I really want it to. It's very troubling that there's not much else we can do about it. Whoa, they changed a lot of the maps and stuff too. So after this scenario, we will turn on war mode and go over to Zandalar. Hopefully we don't just get camped by 120s. And Brittany, it's been a while. How you been? Thanks for the answer. What do I think is the best tank at the moment? It depends. If we're talking about best tank for raiding, I would still say is Druid. Druid and Brewmasters are going to be the best for progression. And that's because the way Stagger works, it offers you room for error. So even if you mess up, you don't have active mitigation when something hits you. You know, it allows you to recover because things hit you for such a low amount. When we talk about druids, they just have such a large HP pool. You can also recover that way. Blood DKs are going to be the kings of 5-mans because they can make anyone stand wherever they want. So you have a range mob, you have a caster, you have any kind of mob that's like healing or something, you can make it stand wherever you want. You can say, I don't want you to be right there. I want you to come over here where the group is. So I think DKs are going to be the kings of 5-mans. Oh, I need to change that. Blood DKs are going to be the kings of 5-mans, while druids and monks are going to be the kings for grinding out that progression. Where is the combat? Setting up a brand new tune all over again. No idea where it's at. I will not be leveling again if they can't fix max, then I'm out of the beta business. Yeah, it's a little frustrating. I'm not sponsoring anymore. I don't think so, Brittany. I think you stopped this month. I figured. So earlier this month, I designed badges that are for like how long you've been a sponsor for, and I was looking and I didn't see you there, but I figured it was you were just taking a break from the game and, you know, doing your thing with school. but I don't think you are. I don't think the YouTube sponsor one is like the Twitch one. I don't think it's like an automatic recurring thing. As far as like loyalty badges go and stuff, it keeps recorded how long you have been a sponsor, so it adds up. Even if you stop for a while, it still adds up. So there's no like loss of progress there. Where do you do the... Oh, it's under system sounds. Error speech. Get rid of that. You've been around a while, just happen to have meetings and finals during bad times, so I haven't been able to be around. Cool, thank you. It's all good, Brittany. It's all good. There are brand new emojis, I think, since last time you were here, and then there's a new sponsor buttons and stuff as well. There's a, I want to say 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, year, and 2 years. I think that's how they worked out to be. Designed by yours truly. Alright, so yeah, after this scenario, we are definitely going to be doing the war mode leveling because it gives us an extra 15% XP. So extra 15% XP is a really good amount. I don't know if it stacks with full BOAs, since level 120 BOAs are not really going to be implemented anytime soon. So I would need to try war mode on the old world. You're really pissed that they aren't even trying to fix the stuck tunes. They have done this to you twice now. Why your first one? Oh man, yeah. For me, it was I was world questing, but I completely agree. I put up I actually submitted a ticket, but you can't really submit tickets for the beta, so I had to just kind of do it in the description, say what was going on, and they just told me that they were like, "You're beta testing." What's up, Demon Hunter? How you doing? Demon Hunter, I lost my 120 tune, so I need to grind out a new one. There is raid testing all weekend. All weekend there's normal Uldir raid testing. Vivenda, thank you and welcome to the community, man. I appreciate the subscription. Yeah, I lost my progress. Oh, so you see how Demon Hunter has the affiliate badge that has the power reader? That means he's over 3. He's between 3 to 6 months. And then once you hit a year, which I don't think sponsorships have been up for a year. Once you hit a year, you get one that has a silver crown, and then there's a golden crown at 2, which that'll come at a later time. It's already there, but yeah, sponsorships have not been up for that long. It's just not gonna happen again. Yeah. I really wanted them to fix it. I was hoping maybe. Normally, when you get that disconnect, it's because you glitched into a texture. So I was hoping that I glitched into like a boat because I was very close to Tiragard. So I was hoping a boat came on top of my character while I was tabbed out, auto running through a large body of water. So I was hoping that the boat would pass over me and I'd be able to log in. But unfortunately, that is not the case. I keep trying to log in. Not working. So I just need to be really careful when doing world questing. But even then, as a warrior, heroic leap sometimes makes you glitch into textures. So I wonder if heroic leap is enough. And there's no way you can click character unstuck. If they added a character unstuck in the menu options, that would be nice. You're gonna bust your ass to 120 and then glitch again doing some random bullshit? Yeah. I think the big difference is I have to for the footage. I have to get that old deer test raid footage. Although they scale me up, so I'm not too worried about the old deer test raid. What I'm more worried about is getting the right secondary stats for that, because I really want to have a good haste cap for that. But definitely having that 120, I had I had all of the outposts already farmed out through the mission table. I had the grind, man. I had it. I've added a few people though that do grind out heroics and mythics dungeons, so hopefully once I hit 120 I can get a little carry by going arms or something. Arms is actually pretty fun. I was definitely enjoying arms. Leveling to 120 is a pain with the mission table. Yeah, it's actually, I didn't have to use all 3 zones to level up in, which is what I'm glad about. I leveled up doing only 2 zones. I'm gonna see the Prot Warrior in their prime again by doing the leveling system, because at max level, oof. But you know, during leveling, it's all fine. It all scales to me. But I'm definitely going to be looking forward to all the raid testing this weekend. I'm going to be getting a lot of footage, so I can definitely start doing some more of the analysis. Because the first look stuff, the first look that we were getting with the previous raid testing, it was a lot of it was glitchy. I'm still expecting glitches, but since this is round 2 of raid testing, I'm expecting things to be a little bit better now. So hopefully things will be better. Won't be as glitchy, so that I can at least get some usable footage. What's up, Jan? How you doing, man? Jan, we are leveling a brand new warrior, and as soon as we're done with the scenario, we'll turn on war mode and go out to the real world to see how much it actually affects. I believe it's a 15% increase, but I want to see it in action. Sylvanas is crazy, this expansion. Brittany, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you for that. There's the alert. I was gonna say dancing boomkin, but no, this one's not a baby boomkin. All right. Give me a gas mask and a canister. Let's do this. Let's knock out this alliance threat. Just knocking them all out. Look at this. If Patreon broke too, I don't believe. No, I don't. I think you're fine on the Patreon front, Brittany. I check about twice a week just to be able to update anyone else who needs to be on the credits, but I think you're fine. I'll double check again later on. But I'm going to be doing some of that war mode, and then maybe we can even do war mode in arms. Although I haven't played arms in PvP for a long time. For a very long time. Oh, and Brittany, I don't know how many times I've seen you since then, but I want to say thank you to Red for providing the CD keys. We did that giveaway for the Dark Souls things, and I appreciate it. It was a very good giveaway.
Meet with Lorthamar quickly. Do not fail me, Nathanos.
I obey, my queen. Heroes,
You have to obey your queen, Nathanos. You have to. We're gonna beat Alliance this time. This is like the this is like doing that first level in Mega Man X. If you guys ever played that game, where you know you have to lose and like there's no way to beat that little boss battle, but you're still trying to fight it. Like there's no way I was just gonna give up and roll over and die. Cool, thank you, Brittany.
Understood. I will meet you as soon as I can.
Yeah, it's like that Mega Man X level. It's like I know I have to die, but I still want to fight it. Maybe one day the game will glitch out, and I won't lose.
How long are you expecting to hold them off? What is the war chief's strategy?
It is better if she tells you herself. Now go! Champions with me! We rally in the keep.
Seemed like a good giveaway, and he already had so much Dark Souls stuff. So I'm assuming he's excited for the remastery, remastered Dark Souls. I'm not sure when it comes out, but yeah, remastered Dark Souls is a thing. I just hope they don't do Dark Souls like they've done Skyrim and re-release it remastered for every single system that ever comes out. What's up, Brogan? How you doing, man? Brogan, we are leveling up. Oh, actually, I can select my PvP talents here. Let's see. I think some of the brand new talents would be really nice.
It is you who is outnumbered now.
Oh, rage gained. That's nice. So this is the new PvP talent system, right? This is war mode. And first talent, you get to pick what kind of trinket you want to use. The on-use one, the one that reduces everything by a percentage, or the automatic one. And then we've got all of the other talents here. Let me go with disarm. And we'll do dragon charge. Gotta put those on my bar somewhere. Let's see. Are they here? Huh. So I just grab them from here. Perfect. Perfect. And let's do that. And dragon charge. Dragon charge can go here.
Look who joins the fray. I was hoping you'd keep this in.
What's up, Frog Barrel? Dude, I wish I could show you my level 120 warrior, but late last night I logged on. I was gonna do some world questing, and like I had a few pieces of gear that still needed to be leveled up. So I'm doing a world quest. I get stuck inside a texture, and I'm stuck. Like I get DC'd, and I can't log into my character anymore. I opened up a ticket. I told them what happened, and they basically said it's beta. We can't do anything about it. So here I am starting a brand new warrior. High Mountain Taran. Hopefully it won't be too bad. But my mythic dungeon geared warrior. I wanted to do heroics and mythics for you guys today, but it's not gonna happen. I don't have another 120 yet. I was playing that one a lot to really gear out. I basically wanted to be in raid level gear before the beta was over, but can't do that. Can't do that. Very happy with the announced PvP changes and war mode stuff. Who else is war mode 24/7? I am gonna be doing that when the BfA launches. I'm gonna be war mode. You bet you. Can't wait for BfA. It must launch. What is this? Maddie Plays. I am doing the scenario that you have to do when you start a brand new character. You have to do this scenario. So when I'm assuming this scenario is gonna be pre-patch. So when pre-patch hits, we're probably going to be doing this scenario. If not, this is going to be when Legion goes live. This is kind of explaining the story leading up to everything. So once we do this, you start seeing the story of what's going on and what Sylvanas is doing, what Nathanos is doing, what the Alliance and Horde are really fighting about. And this is one of the fights, right? This isn't the whole thing. This is one of the fights. So yeah, this is what we're doing right now because I have to level up a brand new character. Looked like it's a PC mod version that fixed a lot of the graphics issues. Not sure I'll get it, but online play might be better. Might get it on the Switch. Ooh, nice. A Switch. The Switch looks really, really cool. I'm a little jealous of Switch owners. I may have to join them in that club. Although I haven't really touched the console in a while. I bought my Xbox One, played that for a little bit, and that was about it. But yeah, war mode looks like this now. So it's just basically an extra little area here, and you get basically 3 talents. So the Legion talents that we already had baked in, we get an option of 3 of them, and then your option of trinket. So you get to pick the trinket, but this requires no leveling. You don't really need to do anything special for this. You just select them. The only thing is, war mode can only be enabled from your main city, which is Orgrimmar for Horde and Stormwind for Alliance. So unfortunately, you can't enable it from any city. So I can't be in Zuldazar and enable it there, which is kind of weird. Zuldazar is going to be the brand new leveling area, so I don't understand why it wouldn't be available. But yeah, we have to go through the normal main city. You love your Switch very much. Stardew Valley is super fun. Oh, and Stardew Valley just got online options, right? Multiplayer options.
Do not test me.
Receive your mission. All right, we can enable war mode now. I think now we head on over to Zuldazar. So let me actually just equip this one, Flying Mount. So what's my thoughts on Prot Warriors? They need some love, man. My thoughts on Prot Warriors is that they are not done, not by any means. And if they... Okay, so Prot Warriors right now are just missing this, right? This is the only thing that's like clearly missing. I think there's balance changes that need to be done, but this is the only thing that's really missing. This isn't enough. Whatever this is going to be, whatever this talent point is going to be, is not enough to fix Prot Warriors. So what do I think about Prot Warriors right now? I think that we're not done, and I honestly don't think that we can launch like this. I think if we launch the way that it is now, things are going to feel really, really terrible. So that's how easy it is to enable and disable war mode, guys, by the way. So there's not much in the way of buffs here, but enabled, PvP war mode turned on. Oh, listen to that, listen to that. Let me turn up my my sound. Alright, listen to this.
For the Horde.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna go out with war mode enabled. There is one more scenario we need to finish, basically, and it's not too bad. This next scenario is one of the newer ones that got added, and it's actually a pretty cool one. I do like that one. Me and Red are gonna play it soon for co-op. Nice. Maybe it'll be Ignore Pain. Even if it is Ignore Pain, I think if they add the nerfed version of Ignore Pain, I don't know how much good or not good it'll do. But if it is Ignore Pain, I guess things won't be that terrible. But I really doubt it. They've specifically said that they don't want warriors to work that way with big absorbs and big heals and things like that. For the Horde. Yeah, we've got war mode on. I just need to... Let's see. Let me add... No, it's not what I want. I want this. Let me add a... We'll do that. Just add a button to that. Okay, so at this point, what we need to do is For this specific scenario, I don't think I've ever shown it on stream. We need to break into the Stormwind Stockades and break out the prisoner there. The prisoner is the... I think it's the prince and princess of the Zoldalar Empire. So the trolls that are the prince and princess to the new era that we're going to. And that's who we're going to go break out. This time of the year, when Battle Pass releases for TI8, you might play until BfA. For Battle Pass releases for TI8? What are you talking about, Demon Hunter? You're talking about Dota? You're a Dota player? You're talking about the Battle Pass for Dota?
Whoever we breaking out, the humans not be taking chances. I be going on ahead to find the person.
Alright, Rokan. You're gonna go on ahead. It's good.
Be careful.
I don't know if my macro was specific for my warrior. Oh no, it's not. It's right here. Okay. Will I marry you, Merc? Let me meet you at least once. This whole arranged marriage thing kind of creeps me out a little bit, so we've got to meet in person at least once. I like ice brewed coffee, so if you want to take me out on a little coffee date, you know, I'm all for that. Yeah, Dota 2. What's your main, Demon Hunter? I played Dota 2 for like maybe like 2 years or something. I used to do a lot of Dota 2, man. You got a maybe? That's pretty cool. Yeah, this whole like say yes to marry me before you meet me thing, it's kind of, it gives me the arranged marriage vibes, and that's just not for me, man. Such ignore. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Bro, you're not too angry to even see WoW right now. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you're consuming any WoW media right now. Or is it just because you like to see Prot Warriors suffer and you're like, yes, now the Prot Warriors are broken. Now I'll watch you suffer. I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I'm doing better than the current state of Prot Warriors in endgame. I'll tell you that. One thing that I hope that they change is, I think one of the biggest things holding back every class, not just Prot Warriors. I can't really show you guys. I don't have Azerite gear right now, but let's see. If I do Mythic, there's Azerite gear. Azerite gear, if you look right there, Azerite gear has no secondary stats. And that isn't just a bug that it'll roll random stats once you pick it up. There's no secondary stats. And Azerite gear are the 3 pieces of gear that are the most heavily weighed in stats. I'm gonna leave now before you see BfA spoilers. For sure, Merc. For sure. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. So, without secondary stats on that gear, if you need to hit a crit cap of 30%, a haste cap, a versatility, mastery, whatever it is you need to hit, it's going to be very, very difficult when you have the 3 most weighted items have 0 secondary stats. The highest amount of haste I was able to hit on my Prot Warrior was 16%. And that's in live currently. I'm up to, I think I've gotten up to 40 something %, and that was even just, I could have probably done a little bit more. But that's one thing, one change that I hope it's not something that's intentional. I hope that when BfA goes live, we do have secondary stats, because right now that feels bad. we rely on secondary stats, on certain breakpoints. Always have, you know, you always need at least that 20% crit, 30% crit to make this move matter, that move matter, this build, that build. That's always been the case. So, feels bad. Hopefully they change it. At what item level? 60% haste? 60%? What? So getting raid gear, I believe, is like 345. Let me see. Raid old deer normal is 355. When we do raid testing for Blizzard, we are scaled up to 330. My other prot warrior was up to 320. 320 item level, and yeah, secondary stats felt not that great. Always watch the media about WoW regardless of playing or not. Prot warrior was your main until mid-wrath. Prot warrior, I became a prot warrior main in mid-wrath. Before that, I was a paladin main. Used to spam Elder Titan, but you haven't played in like 1 year. Nice, man. Elder Titan. Yeah, I always played support. A buddy of mine I used to play with a lot, he was always the carry. So I was always probably CM. CM was my most popular one. But yeah, just support. CM. Oh god, I can't think of all the names now. Witch Doctor. I can't remember any of the names now. I'd have to look back, but a lot of intel heroes for that support role. I'd also would play a lot of tankier classes as well to jump in first. You're here. What did you miss? You missed me losing my endgame warrior. I can't log into my endgame warrior anymore. Submitted a ticket. They basically said, you're SOL, my friend. So I have to start a brand new warrior, gear out all over again. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. And gearing out a warrior doing dungeons while tanking, oh man, it's the source of a lot of aggravation. In fact, I started playing arms in the beta because I got so frustrated with prot warriors. I was like, I really don't want to stress out more healers in my life. I'm done popping every single cooldown, every pull. I'm just gonna take a step back. And actually, arms is really good, doing a lot of damage as arms. More RNG. Well, right now with the whole Azerite gear, it's not really RNG. I hope that they put some secondary stats in it, because right now with no secondary stats on the 3 most heavily weighted items, it feels bad, man. You don't want spoilers either, so you're gonna hit for sure, Brittany, for sure. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sponsorship. We have to switch mains to keep the balance. You gotta re-gear your shaman, dude. I'm telling you. Well, I mean, when they do a clean slate, like a clean slate delete for everyone, you know, it's different. But my warrior's just stuck in the middle of a lake somewhere. All I need is for them to port me back to like Orgrimmar. That's it. But it's too much. All right, this part of this is actually pretty cool. You've gotta hide in here. It's gonna prepare you for mythic pluses when you're doing trash skip with a rogue. This is preparing you for that. I don't know how a giant Tauren can hide right in front of people's faces, but yeah. On live? No, not on live, bro. On this. So my warrior on the beta was already doing mythic dungeons, and I had some mythic gear, but it all my character got stuck. So I was basically swimming to a world quest. I got stuck somewhere and I can't log in anymore. So I have to do the grind all over again, from regular dungeons to heroics to mythics. So feels bad, man. Gotta grind out the beta all over again. And it wasn't like they did a wipe for everyone. My character just got stuck. Submitted a ticket and they said nothing we can do about it. Also, STL, you're gonna start tanking again, right? So you gotta pick a tanking class, my friend.
Do not worry. We will know if his life is in danger.
OP Tauren rogues, dude. I'm about to pop off of here and do the High Mountain Tauren charge. Speaking of the High Mountain Tauren charge, Bull Rush, gotta put it somewhere. I think Bull Rush is gonna be a really good CC when we talk about Mythic Plus. Regular Taurens get a mini stun. This is knock enemies down. So I'm not 100% sure if this shares diminishing returns with other stuns. But if this is free of diminishing returns, then this is going to be the best thing you can do for any Mythic Plus. But I need to test it out. So I need to like Stormbolt, Devastator, and then do the Bull Rush. What's up, Steel Voltage? How you doing, man? Just sneaking around Stormwind here. Trying not to get caught. Starting a brand new warrior with war mode on. I'll show you guys war mode right now after the scenario. Actually, I can show you war mode during this scenario because right now we get a little chill phase. So war mode is this extra area right here. This is the whole PvP section right here. Just a little area. You were playing Prot on the beta the other day. How'd you feel about it? So in this area for war mode, what we have is the first row of talent is going to be your PvP trinket. What you choose to be that PvP trinket, the ones that we've already seen, and then basically, and I say basically because some classes have new talents, but basically, yeah, just double checking. Basically, the same talents we've seen in Legion are baked in here. So the PvP Legion talents are kind of baked in here, and you get to just select which ones you're gonna use. You can only select 3 of them. It doesn't matter which of the 3. There is no like talent rows or anything like that. So you select 3 PvP talents, and then okay, so they do stop. I was wondering if they were just gonna keep walking this way. So you select 3 talents, and then you're ready for PvP. Now, as of this moment, the only place to enable and disable PvP war mode is in your main city, which is Orgrimmar and Stormwind. So I'm not quite sure why they don't allow you to switch it on in the main hubs in the BfA area, but hopefully that gets added. And when you do turn it on, it looks like this. If it's not, it's just, you know, grayed out. Not much else to it. It's hard for me if your issues are based on global cooldown or if there's something wrong. So the biggest issue I see with Prot Warriors right now is that we're balanced. PvP Warriors are balanced around the idea that if you're taking hits, you're going to have shield block up. Like, I think the developers right now are like, there's no reason for you not to have shield block up. So if you're doing a dungeon, if you're taking any sort of damage, you have shield block up. Bolster is a talent, sure. So maybe you don't pick it up. Maybe you're just, you know, someone who doesn't enjoy being tanky. But the thing is, they've nerfed the recharge rate of shield block. And they've also nerfed our rage generation. And they increased the rage cost of shield block. So the big issue becomes, we're balanced around a mechanic that's hard to achieve. It's hard for me to have that shield block up as much as it is in live because it's so expensive. If I use charge and shield slam, I still don't have enough rage to shield block. When in live, the rage from charge is enough to pop up a shield block.
We cannot fight her.
So the big thing right now is the fact that in order for me to become tanky, I need to spend 3 globals doing rage generation. And it can't be like a normal rotation. It can't be charge, shield slam, thunderclap, because that leaves me 5 rage shy. It has to be avatar or booming voice demo shout. So I need to pop at least 1 cooldown and 2 other abilities in order to be normal tanky. In order to just be a normal tank that doesn't flop over and die, I need to spend 4.5 seconds becoming that normal tank. And then after I spend those 4.5 seconds, I'm only a normal tank for like, what is it, 5 seconds? For 6 seconds. And then I have such a large recharge rate. My uptime on shield block is probably 50%. Probably 50%. So there's these things that just are really holding us back. An extra charge of shield block would be really, really good. Making shield block cost less rage would also be really nice. Making us generate more rage from our moves would also go a long way. So there's a lot of things that this issue, there was basically a lot of little nerfs to Prot Warriors, and they all added up. They all added up, and they're all just, you know, they're all adding up, and they're just becoming terrible. You were using anger management and booming voice? Me too. I'm using anger management and booming voice. In order for me to do a normal pull, I pop Avatar first and then charge and shield slam in, so that those 3 globals at least get me a shield block. I can't use a bolster immediately after, but yeah, I can at least do a shield block. Sharding, it's gonna fuck them up if they allow to swap outside of main cities. Yeah, but what I'm saying is the main cities in the new area. So the main cities in Battle for Azeroth, you can't do war mode there. So I'm okay with main cities, but why can't it be all main cities? You know, that's what I'm saying. Why can't I do it in the BfA area? Why do I have to go back to Orgrimmar, enable it, and then take a portal all the way back to Zuldazar? It just seems like I really have to go out of my way to become a PvPer. The global cooldown change is the main reason why you're not happy with the game of BfA. From all you guys, I feel like it's going to be so much slower than you'd like to play. Yes, I completely agree. I wrote out a script on what I think should happen to the global cooldown. Long story short, I'm not in favor to what's happening right now. They're slowing down the game, but I don't know for who. I don't ever remember reading 1, 2, or 3. Maxim, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. I don't ever remember reading even one topic of someone saying, hey, this game is way too fast. I had never even read one, so I don't understand who they're changing it for. A lot of people say that they're changing it because they're trying to get into esports, but you have games like League of Legends and Dota, which are cluttered as all hell, and they have a huge esports area. So I don't know if it's for esports. I truly don't know what the reason is or who they're slowing it down for, but I think it's very unnecessary, and I don't think anyone was asking for this. I don't think there was ever a thread, even with like one upvote, of someone saying this game is way too fast. You guys need to slow this down. This is ridiculous. You guys need to add a global to everything, please. Because even trinkets have globals, guys. On-use trinkets incur the global cooldown. So whenever you were tanking or DPSing and you had that one ability macroed with a trinket, so you could do a little bit extra damage, a little bit extra threat, do a little bit more AoE damage, that stuff doesn't exist anymore. You have a global in between. So those powerful trinkets that were super powerful but only lasted 3 seconds are now gonna be terrible because you incur the global cooldown. It means that really, really boring stat sticks are probably gonna be the best thing. It's gonna be, for trinkets, it's either gonna be you pick a boring stat stick, or you pick a trinket with an automatic on use that has an internal cooldown, sorry, not global, internal cooldown, and just kind of passively does things. You barely even hit Devastate, so why is it even an ability? You keep getting Revenge and Shield Slam procs? Yes. I think the Devastator talent, so Devastator also got nerfed. It no longer generates any rage, And I think if it generated rage, it would feel a lot better. If it generated 5 rage like it does in live, that means that it generates as much rage as Thunderclap, which means that I have a reason to hit it on a raid boss. On a raid boss, I would be using a single target rotation. I have a difference between a single target and an AoE rotation, but not currently. It's all just one thing, because they belong on a different server instance. You can make every main city shard itself, though. What's up, Glock? How you doing, man? We've got the team in here now. We've got Bro and Glock in here. Proud Warriors still have that passive 10%. Passive 10% what? You're talking about this talent point right here? 10% maximum health? Because it's in a row where we have Bolster. There's no way I'm going to pick anything besides Bolster. Stat sticks need love too? No, they're so boring. Trinkets, STL, hear me out. You are a vanilla person, right? You understand how fun trinkets were in vanilla. Remember the AQ40? I don't know if it was AQ40 or AQ20. Remember the AQ trinket that would drop a meteor on top of someone's head? Like, there's trinkets are meant to add a little bit more. Trinkets are meant to change things up. You have, even in Live Legion, you have Archimonde's Hatred. There's just, you want that unused trinket. It's nice. Damage reduction, passive 10% damage reduction. By the way, what's my opinion on the NA MDI between Method and Limit on that lower Kara? Maiden was bugged or not? I haven't seen all of the NA ones. So I saw all of the APAC ones. I saw a decent amount of the EU ones, but the NA ones, I saw, yeah, I've seen maybe like 4 or 5. So I haven't seen them. So I can't comment because I honestly didn't watch them.
There are things about my kingdom that you must know. Zandala is beset by enemies, but within
You meant defensive stance? Oh, yeah, but everybody has something like that, Actis. I remember my Mama Tide mini trinket. You see, like, stat sticks are boring because stat sticks are like having extra rings. It's not a trinket. A trinket should add something, should add a proc, should add an on-use effect, should change the way you function for a little bit, give you an extra ability or something. A trinket that is a stat stick is an extra ring. That's it. It's just heavier weighted. So instead of just wearing one ring, you're wearing a really big pinky ring on top of that, and that's your trinket. Gonna go Fap. Why are you gonna turn off the stream then? Shouldn't you? Won't it help? All right, let's fly up. And Actis, everybody has like a form of that defensive stance thing, because we do have defensive stance. Where is it? We do have this increases stamina by 30, armor by 40, but everybody has that. Demon Hunters have one that's like your tattoos give you more stamina and armor. You have bear form. So everybody has a form of this. This isn't something that only warriors get. That's like, hey, no, this is our coup de grace. You know, this is what we do here. This is our final nail in the coffin. You're talking to a shaman. Yeah, man. As a shaman, you should still like those trinkets. You had to carry totems in your bags. Yes, I remember that. You also had to deploy totems one by one, and in order for you to cancel your totems, you needed to right-click them off your buff bar or create a macro that was /cancel aura to that specific totem. I understand. I understand. That's what I'm saying. As a vanilla person, you should appreciate trinkets that have an actual use, as opposed to just, hey, here's another stat stick, here's another piece of armor. Zolani, come on, let's go downstairs. Give me my Heart of Azeroth, and we'll be good. Alright. We need to... Oh, wait. You're here, but you're down there at the same time? What? What? What is this game? Nice. We get to claim Zuldazar for the Horde. Hey, the view distance is better in this beta build. They did do a new version of the beta build like 2 days ago. Also, this is really empty, by the way, guys. There's one other hunter here because we have war mode on. We're on PvP mode. So there's not that many people. It's a little empty here. The global cooldown changes a step backwards. How's it going? It's going good, Matt, and I agree. I don't think anyone was really... I think that's the biggest change that caught everyone caught everyone by surprise, right? I don't think anyone was going, no, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's completely change that. I think everybody was like, wait, what? Everything's on the global? Why? However, there's a few things every now and then that they say that brings me a little bit of hope, and the thing that brings me hope with a global cooldown change is the fact that they said that right now it's as overtuned as it's gonna be. They said we wanted to just like hit it as hard as possible, and we're gonna slowly undo changes. So the reason why they did that change was because they said that they didn't like people ability stacking all at once. Having a macro that pops 5 different abilities at once and then you jump in, that's how you do things. So what I think they can do is put those big offensive global cooldowns on a global cooldown. Those can share the global with each other. But everything else, I think, feels bad. I think having to choose, especially like as a warrior every now and then you want to do damage, pick up aggro, pick up threat, do that AoE damage, maybe throw out a snare, and also do a defensive at the same time. And you can't do that right now. I think in terms of most to least affected by the global cooldown change, we have the most affected are tanks, then you have DPS, and then you have healers in the bottom. Because healers are always going to incur that global cooldown. I mean, they're always going to have a cast time. So, there's a lot to do with that. But yeah, I think tanks need to be offensive and defensive at the same time. All right, come on, Heart of Azeroth. Hey, they added new things to this. I didn't have to infuse my necklace before. Not everything is on the global. Yes. Not everything is on the global. Heroic Leap and Infernal Strike are exceptions. So is Disengage. And then bigger cooldowns. So Shield Wall and Last Stand are my 2 big cooldowns that are not on the global. I need to be in the center. Okay. So those abilities, I think I have 3 abilities that are not on the global. Heroic Leap, no, 4. Shield Block, Heroic Leap, Last Stand, and Shield Wall. But Demoralizing Shout is on the global, Bolster is on the global, Avatar is on the global. All of those things feel bad. They just feel bad. Alright, let's pick up a brand new helmet. And we get to pick up this talent point because getting a bubble when you only thunderclap one person is not going to cut it. I am going to be thunderclapping only one person every now and then. Guys, look at this. I'm enlisted for PvP. I'm enlisted for PvP. Okay, now that we've got this, we can actually explore war mode. So this is war mode. Experience gained from killing monsters and completing quests 15%. So since right now we don't have level 120 BOAs, this is the only way we can really get that. Whoa, this is a new cinematic. Oh no, this was added in the last build. Okay, I remember this one. Hey, he's not even sitting on his throne. Guys, everything loads in really slowly too. Every time you hit like your map button as well, it takes a very long time to load in. The wall, you guys saw that? The wall. Whoa, whoa. Things are clipping through. I hope that that camera doesn't get stuck clipped through, because then I'll never be able to log into this character either. Feels bad, man. We'll do Nazmir first. There's a quest on Zuldazar that I like leaving to the end, and hopefully it's still bugged. Because if it's bugged, you get a really cool thing that I can't wait for. I can't wait to hold on to that really cool thing. Watched your video about Prot Warrior in the Alpha and you're really worried about the class. Made me think twice. For right now, John, we're what? 3 months out for BfA launching. Yeah, right now things aren't looking good. Right now things are not looking good. But hopefully in the next 3 months things change. And that's my hoping for it. But yeah, right now things don't look good. I'm not gonna lie. That's not what I want. I want text. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, right now things are not looking good. There's raid testing all weekend, so I'm gonna be on a Prot Warrior raid testing all weekend, doing normal mode and I think 2 bosses of heroic mode. So I'm gonna keep trying, man. I'm gonna keep trying. But right now, Prot Warriors, they're just yeah, they're just not feeling great. Even when you do a raid boss, when you're doing mythic dungeons, it's worse. Raid boss is not as terrible. It's just one person to deal with. But when you're doing mythic dungeons and there's 4 or 5 sources of damage, it feels really bad. Like trying to gear up it's a struggle, man. The rotation even in live is a bit clunky without the tier 21. If you have enough haste, it's not terrible. But I've tried that here. I've tried hitting that haste cap here. And the thing that makes it almost impossible to do is the fact that Azerite gear, which is our helm, our shoulders, and our chest piece, all of this Azerite gear, these aren't Azerite pieces yet, but this one is. You guys can see the little frame on it. Azerite gear has no secondary stats right now. None. There is no secondary stat for it. So if you want to hit certain haste caps, certain mastery caps, certain like crit, verse, anything like that, you really can't. There's no easy way of doing it because Azerite gear doesn't provide that. So if they change that, it'll be easier, but even then, Prot Warriors don't feel that great. I basically did a lot of haste stacking last time we did raid testing, and they still don't feel that good. You don't know, most of the classes feel terrible after losing the artifact weapon. Most of the classes feel naked. They don't feel as great as they do in Legion, but I've played every other tank so far, right? Not in endgame. I've leveled up every other tank, and no other tank felt as clunky as a Prot Warrior. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that every other tank's active mitigation is really good and good enough, right? For Prot Warriors, in order for us to feel good, we not only need our active mitigation, but we also need bolster on top of that. Like, they took away Ignore Pain and they gave us bolster. So bolster isn't really even much of an option. It isn't even like, hey, you can pick up bolster if you'd like to. It's more of a you need to. Ignore Pain was taken away. This is your replacement. You're going to need to pick this up. So it feels bad if you don't have Bolster up, and Bolster requires a global to get up. So, you know, it's a lot of the little things. They start adding up. Let me see. Can I use I can use PvP talents in PvE, guys. That was a dragon charge. So when you have war mode enabled, you get extra abilities basically. So I can disarm? Yo, I can disarm. Look at that. So questing in war mode gives you extra abilities. That's... I thought they wanted to fix PvP. What are they doing? Why do I still get certain abilities that are only usable in PvP? You can make them scale a little bit better, that's fine. But why is this still only available if I have this on? What does Bolster do? Crash Bernie Bolster gives me 40% extra armor based on my strength. So Bolster is right here. Increases armor by 40% based off of my... Oh, increases armor by 40% of my strength by for 10 seconds. Has a 6-second cooldown. My haste right now is actually really good too, 19%. Feeling pretty haste starved on your blood DK at the moment at 300 eye level, but you haven't played much since the past. Last stat, I was at about 320 item level on my main warrior, and then I got stuck somewhere, and they won't unstuck me basically. So my prot warrior that was 120 is gone. But I was sitting at, I had really good gear. I had 320 item level gear, and it still feels really slow and really clunky. Some of it has to do with the global cooldown change, but some of it is just some of the prot warrior stuff. But yeah, the global cooldown change, I don't think I've seen very many people that are like, I'm so happy this is a thing. I think they took it way too far. By the way, sent some logs of your heroic Argus kill a few weeks. Oh, John, did you post them on the Discord or something? I don't remember taking a look at them. I'm sorry. War mode will be fun at first, but then when flying is enabled, yes. So right now they've said that flying isn't going to be enabled, and there is no Pathfinder or anything. So for a while it'll be cool. With no flying, I agree. With no flying it'll be cool, but eventually that'll go away. How's the Brewmaster doing so far? Brewmaster self-heals were nerfed a little bit, so maintaining your own health while doing like world questing can be a bit cumbersome. It's not impossible, but it's definitely a little bit more work than other tanks. But if you have a pocket healer, you have nothing to worry about. If you're doing a dungeon, if you don't do big AoE pulls as well, you feel good. But stagger just still feels as strong as ever. I think the biggest draw to a Brewmaster Monk is stagger, because stagger just makes you take damage so smoothly. That's still a thing, and it's still very, very smooth. It still feels great. But yeah, your self-healing did take a bit of a tumble. Same here. Oh, last stat, you lost your character too? Dude, that... It really bummed me out yesterday when I was like, I hope it gets fixed. I submitted a ticket, and I got a response this morning, and the ticket was like, no. If it doesn't fix itself, then there's nothing I can do about it. And it's like, what? What? Wesley, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the community. You're down to do world PvP unless you're one-shotting with 3 globals. Actis, good luck with one-shotting because of the global cooldown change. It's gonna take at least like 5 or 6 seconds to kill anyone. Maybe that's why the global cooldown change was made. They couldn't fix the issue of globaling people in PvP, in world PvP. How is Bolster going to protect you from magic damage? You're not worried anyway. You'll main prot warrior even if it's a skeleton with a stick. I agree, I'm going to main my Prot Warrior regardless, but magic damage is mitigated via spell reflection. The only other ways to mitigate magic damage are bigger cooldowns. So, Demoralizing Shout reduces damage taken from everyone, so that's one option as well. Shield Wall is another option. Spell Reflect, and that's it. Last Stand can arguably be considered mitigation, but you're still taking all the damage, you just have a larger health pool. The only other way is Punish, reducing damage done to you by 5%. But yeah, there's nobody really gets magic mitigation. Magic mitigation got removed from most classes except for the ones that it was always baked into. So we got to keep spell reflection, DKs keep AMS, and yeah, there's not much else in terms of everybody else having magic mitigation. They basically want to remove magic mitigation as a thing from most classes unless it's been baked in for a very long time. You sent my video to Blizzard. I saw that, STL, that you tweeted out. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I think they want to make magic damage unmitigatable. Yes. I think they want magic damage to be very deliberate. So whenever you're taking magic damage, you have to be very explicit about mitigating it. So you're gonna have to pop Demoralizing Shout. You're gonna have to pop Last Stand, Spell Reflect. Like, they want it to be very on purpose, just so that you don't passively just do magic mitigation. They don't want you to like just go, yeah, when I use Ignore Pain, it mitigates everything. Magic, physical, it doesn't matter. I just mitigate the things. The things that are trying to hit me, I mitigate them. I'm good. So they're trying to avoid that. So hopefully we find some PvP action here. You have to spec healing elixir while leveling. Yeah, which I think... Oh, there's a level 120 right there. Question mark, question mark. Oof. Targeting me too. Actually, I don't know if that was 120, but probably. The only reason that anyone would be out here as Alliance is for world questing. That's it. That would be it. Without AMS, you get hammered by magic attacks. You still have AMS, don't you? The last time I played DKs in a beta build, they still had AMS. I thought that was baked in. It was like, no, that's been Death Knights since day one have had AMS. We're not going to take it away. Oh, when it's on global cooldown, I get you. But yeah, having that that whole thing where my character got stuck and there's not much I can do to recover it, that sucks. It's frustrating. Putting in so much work. At least I got to really test it out for you guys to put out that video to show you guys. And also in that video, I just included the footage I had, which a lot of it was me being a dead Prot Warrior. And like, somebody commented on it. Someone was like, "You're dying way too much. You're not tank. You're not a good tank." And it's like, no, the point is that's how bad Prot Warriors are. Every single time I join a mythic dungeon, I'm just dying. I'm just dying. It feels terrible. So I'm glad I at least got that out and got geared enough for that. Because for raid scaling this weekend, at least I'll be able to, or for raiding this weekend, I'll be scaled. I hear a bike. It sounds like a lawnmower. Theo with the 2. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the donation, my friend. I really do appreciate it. You kind of want to roll with your warrior next expansion, but you don't know what to do. Frustration is real. Frustration is very real. I am going to roll with my warrior, but part of the reason why I leveled up 2 tanks in Legion and I selected 2 tanks to really keep for leveling was just because I didn't know how they were going to be. So I'm going to be leveling up my Prot Warrior and my Vengeance Demon Hunter, but, you know, not abandoning my Prot Warrior. I think when Legion came out, there was a lot of people that were Prot Warrior mains. And I'm talking about like content producers on either YouTube or Twitch. And the large majority of them quit Prot Warriors. And, you know, there needs to be someone looking into things. Someone, you know, doing the Prot Warrior thing. So I'm not leaving my Prot Warrior. I've been playing my Prot Warrior as my tanking main for a very long time, and still gonna keep going. How do you join the PvP phase? When you're in Orgrimmar, you open up your talent points. So you just hit N, which is the default. And over on the right hand side, if you don't see it, you have this arrow right here on the top right that says PvP talents. Hit that, and over on the right hand side, you have the giant button at the bottom that says War Mode. You just click it and it enables it. It lights it up. It basically like lights a fire on it. And then over on above that, you have your talents. So the very top row is your trinket. What kind of PvP trinket are you gonna want? You want the automatic one? You want the one that you enable yourself? You want the one that's just passive to every single time you get CC'd, which is the one I picked right now for questing. I don't know if someone's gonna sneak up on me and hit me with something, so I'd rather just kind of avoid a little bit more every time. And then below that, you're gonna have a lot of the PvP talents that are currently in Legion, but you don't need to level up for them. You don't need to do much. You just click them and you have all the options there, and you get to select 3 out of all of your options. There are brand new ones though. Like I know Fury got one called not called Gladiator, but something along those lines. You left your Prot Warrior, you cheated on him for a sexy monk. I won't judge you, Demon Hunter. I'll tell you what, Demon Hunter, as long as you didn't quit a Prot Warrior for a Guardian Druid, I don't feel as betrayed. But everybody quit Prot Warriors and went Guardian Druid mains, and it felt bad. Guardian Druids were very overpowered though. I will say that. For a Guardian Druid to be able to solo tank Mythic Gul'dan on progression, world first, that's way too overpowered. That's a huge discrepancy between what a Guardian Druid can do and what any other tank can do. There's just no other tank that can do that. Oh no, you hate Druids? I don't hate Druids. Yeah, I don't hate Druids, but they were very overpowered. Do you hate Druids as much as Max hates Undead? You left your Prot Warrior for a Guardian Druid. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I won't be leaving my Prot Warrior this next expansion, guys. Even if it's terrible. I may not be using him for progression if it's that terrible. I don't want to completely make my guild healers hate me all the time, but I'll be a pug champ on it, man. I'll be pugging on him, but I'm gonna try to keep him as my main for as long as I can. As long as I can, if I can find a way to do progression on a Prot Warrior, I'll keep him. You're also gonna main your Vengeance Demon Hunter. That's gonna be my second. My secondary tank is going to be my Vengeance Demon Hunter. Monks were like top 2 until DKs got buffed, yes. But DKs were also like bottom of the barrel. DKs were really weird and felt terrible in Emerald Nightmare, and then they got buffed, and then they were like, yeah, we're the kings now. Don't mess with me. The kings of MDIs. Windwalker Monk, DK, Holy Paladin. And can't touch that. And now we are third. Yeah, I think monks are up there with druids for progression tanking. When we talk about progression, I don't think DKs are that great for tanking. I think druids offer a ton of mitigation and a really large HP pool, which means that, like, sure, your healers are gonna sink in more mana into your health pool, and it's like healing. It's like trying to heal. It's like trying to pour water into a giant ocean, but you know, it leaves a lot of room for error, and so does stagger. Stagger gives you a lot of room for error, so I think monks and druids are definitely the best for progression. Better than DK. Once you have content on farm, DK is amazing. But that goes the same for most tanks. Like Vengeance Demon Hunters are really good once you have stuff on farm, but progressing with the Vengeance Demon Hunter is in Legion is a little bit of an uphill battle. They have less defensive cooldowns than other tanks offer, so that kind of hurts them. I think with one more defensive cooldowns, Vengeance Demon Hunters would be one of the better tanks, even like seeing play in the MDI, because they have so much mobility. They can clear a dungeon so quickly that I think Demon Hunters would be really good. They also have self heals and a lot of output in damage, so one more defensive I think would put them very, very clearly on the map. But they do need that extra little bit of love. But they're not bad. They're not bad by any means. But for progression rating, that's when they can struggle a little bit more. Oh man, I wanted part of that kill. Let's hook that. Don't forget warlocks in the MDI. No. Don't forget arcane mages on the MDI. Let's not forget the Black Rook Hold Cheese. And even then, besides the Black Rook Hold Cheese, fire mages are still doing really, really respectable in the MDI. Like there was a few dungeons, I think, like Cathedral. There was a few fights where they did Seat of the Triumvirate. They brought in a fire mage, and that fire mage was killing it on the AoE meters. On the boss fights, not anything crazy amazing, but definitely killing it on the AoE. We'll tank with 4 buttons and a huge life pool, yes. Never came back to your warrior full time, but you're hopeful that warrior will come back in a big way. I hope so. Oh, hey, look, there's a oh, he has 100,000 HP. That is a level 120 with very good gear. This is a level 120 with at least like item level 320 gear, something like that. This guy is just griefing lower levels. Let's do a ring. Let's see what we can do here. He parried. He parried my disarm. This is a level 118, a level 110. Oh, a level 118 got him, guys. And he teabagged him. Ouch. Maybe PvP scales. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If PvP scales, then I don't have to worry about hit chance and stuff like that. You use your level boost on a druid when you bought BfA and you don't find the rotation so fun. And not when you're used to the warrior rotation. Yeah, it's a little... The thing is, there are certain builds for guardian druids that are very fun. If you want a really fun build for your guardian druid, John, I suggest looking into running Galactic Guardian with the Boomkin shoulders, Lady and the Child. If you run Lady and the Child and Galactic Guardian, I think that's one of those that's fun. You do a ton of cleave damage, you get a ton of procs all over the place. But if you're just running like normal Guardian Druid, I think it's in comparison to something like a Prot Warrior, it's a little more plain Jane, which is not everyone's cup of tea. I think Vengeance Demon Hunters have like a really, really fun tanking style, since they're just all over the place. They're like leaping in place, jumping down on people, throwing out sigils. Going meta feels really good as well. Yeah, I think Vengeance Demon Hunters have a really, really fun rotation. Even more so than like Prot Warriors. I think Vengeance Demon Hunters are for sure the most fun rotation. It just feels like not only are you tanking, but you're in there like turning into a demon, just like kicking ass and taking names, you know? Dragon Charge, guys. PvP realms. PvP mode enabled. that Dragon Charge does a ton of damage. 5,000. Does anything else compare to that? It does 5 times more damage than my Shield Slam. Dragon Charge does 5 times more damage than my Shield Slam. That's... oh, man. That's insane. That's actually insane how much damage that does. 5 times more. Oh, I just need to step on that egg. Step on the egg. There it is. A good Guardian Druid has a shitload of crit to help their healers with their throughput. Alright. That one-shots all the little guys. Are you kidding me? They all get one-shot by my Dragon Charge. That's awesome. That's enough of a reason to level up on a PvP realm. Hey, if I could have PvP mode enabled in dungeons, I won't complain about Prot Warriors anymore, guys. I'll be able to just do a ton of damage as a tank. Blizzard, just give me war mode inside of dungeons. It's okay if it gives me a small chance at a rogue ganking me inside of a dungeon. Guardian Druid has a Fire Mage from NA. Yes. You just hate that there's so many goddamn seat runs. Seat runs are terrible, man. It's a ton of wipes. Why isn't this? Oh, it's bugged. It gave me the shoulder pad a million times in it. Man, I already can't progress with this new character. Okay, we're gonna just do other quests, I guess. I was wondering why I had to just keep collecting it. I would look down at chat and collect it, and I was like, wait, I thought I... Disarm can be parried. What's next? Resistible taunt. That's old school vanilla stuff for you, man. You need to have hit chance, expertise, and spell rating. Spell rating? Spell penetration? I can't remember what it was called. But in order to land your taunts, you needed to have spell penetration, man. Alright, let's just one-shot all these things. One shot! Oh, man. Blizzard, don't nerf Prot Warriors, please. I like the one-shot. High Mountain Cows are too good. Well, the Dragon Charge isn't the Bull Rush. Bull Rush is different. I don't think Bull Rush... Does Bull Rush do damage? No. Bull Rush doesn't do damage. That's just Dragon Charge, which is a warrior ability for PvP. You're going to miss that Fiery Demise rotation. A lot of changes, man. A lot of changes. Just like that NA got the best record for most deaths in the MDI. Oh, man. It feels bad, man. That's not a record you want to be known for. Alright, let's pull all these guys. And this guy. Line him up. Got him. Got him. They never saw it coming. They never knew they were going to get one shot. Next patch, you can now PvP in dungeons, get 15% more loot. I'd do it. Even if it was like island expeditions and someone could show up and try to gank you, it'll add a little bit more. You're doing a mythic like plus 15, plus 16, and all of a sudden an alliance rogue shows up. That'd be interesting. Look at this. It's just one-shot things. Cool. Lock in the area, 120, down by Boswandi. I don't know where that guy is, because he moves according to what quest you're on. So war mode works. Is there anything else I can... Oh, this is giving me a lot more rage, too. That's a nice... This is going to feel like I never got nerfed with rage generation. Let's see. Increase rage. Oh, it does. It finally makes it generate like an adequate amount of rage. We just need this built in. I don't need Dragon Charge all the time, Blizzard. But just give me more rage. on my charge. And my shield slam. Just make it go back to normal. I just want to feel like a normal human being again. Like a normal undead. Alright, I need to kill them inside this area. Let's do that. Oh no, kill them inside the area to get progress. Additional percentage points. These eggs do a lot of percentage for what they are, just stepping on things. The thing is, they're hard to find. Most people just run around mounted up, try to get them. I think they increased, or they decreased the amount of percentage that each one of these mobs gets, because it wasn't this difficult to kind of get this before. Just completely stomp out the eggs. So I think war mode does scale a little bit. At least that 118 was able to take on that 120 just fine. But the 120 was too high for me to see their levels, so I think you still have to be within a reasonable amount of levels. Still waiting for some PvP action? Me too, man. There's somebody who said that they're near Botswana, but that guy moves according to what quest you're on, so I don't know which exact location they're talking. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh. All right. Yeah, I asked if they're still seeing the PvP warlock. They're saying not anymore. So the only way we'll see people is if they're doing world questing, and I don't know what kind of world quests there are at the moment. Let's queue up for a might as well queue up for a random BG. See if we're still given PvP gear as a reward. Oh, let's there's a rare elite, an elite over here. But yeah, right now for PvP, this all applies to being outside. So not only do you gain extra percentage points, right? Like this right here, Soldier of the Horde. After 10 alliance kills without dying, I will graduate to an assassin, increasing damage and healing by 15%. So that's pretty damn cool. So there's like a stacking buff that you get the better that you perform, and then you have this one right here, completing quest, 15% more XP, which is also really nice. It's kind of like having heirlooms. So not only do you get heirlooms, but you also get that increased damage and healing after a while. So I've got a rogue here with me. Hopefully me and this rogue can make magic happen by beating this rare. Yeah, it looks like he's doing plenty of damage. And then let's do plenty of damage as well. Got him. And then disarm a Triceratops. Oh, invalid target. I was going to just remove its paws straight from underneath it. Wasn't going to know what hit him. Some BOEs. Feels bad, man. I also had leveled up my alchemy on my other warrior because creating one of the trinkets was actually a really nice item level bump up. So I had even taken the time to level up professions. But now that other warrior is stuck forever. I wish there was a way to click the character, the unstuck feature that there is in live right now when you go to like the help menu, and you can click character unstuck. I wish that was implemented here. It's not though. It's not. There's no way of doing that. I'll show you guys. There's no character. There is this one, but you need to be able to log in, but there's no like there's no way of doing this from the menu, from the character selection screen. It would be nice. It would be nice if I could. I need to start using Dragon Charge just a little bit more as well, because it's doing a lot of damage. That was a good 4,000 right there. Lets you charge back in as well. What's the average queue time for PvP? Let's see. 14 minutes? There's nobody doing Battlegrounds. Okay. Let's do this. No, no, no. That is random Legion dungeon. Yeah, no. Some of the Legion dungeons aren't scaled yet. So you jump into a Legion dungeon and something will hit you for 1 million. And it's like, sure, at level 110, before the stat squish, 1 million is not that bad. But once you only have 20, what do I have right now? 28,000 HP? That's terrible. Alright, we did the bonus objective. Not much we can do for the other objectives, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, I ran a assault on Violet Hold, and the last boss was doing a targeted ability at people that was hitting for 2 million, and it was like there's no way we can get past this, guys. Even if we battle res someone, we don't have enough damage to completely nuke the boss down. They're slowly fixing things. I know that there was some bugged gear as well. Like if you go back and look at old gear, every now and then you can find like an on-use sword that had like this, like nature damage. This is 12 nature damage, but like there was a sword from Sunken Temple. This guy right here was actually hitting for 1.2 million. So there's a few things that don't scale as well as they should. Like this thing as well. Like has a chance to drain 497 life. 497 sounds like a proc at 120, because I believe my Azerite gear procs for like 400s in terms of the bubble I get. So yeah, some of these procs haven't been scaled properly. I don't know how much I can keep doing of questing. Completely glitched out here with that one quest. I can also log into my alliance and enable war mode. I've got a prop paladin, because we're not seeing very many things here. No one on general saying much either. But with war mode on, yeah, I don't like the fact that it's only oh, random BG. We'll see how well the PvP scales with the global cooldown. Let's do that. Investigate. Let's go. Battle of Gilneas. English is hard sometimes. Voice chat? No, we're okay. How am I scaling with... Oh! That was a good BG, guys. GG. GG's up. GG. Well played. No re. That. Oh, man. Whoever dropped that 2 seconds early. Guys, why? GG. BG? No. WP. Are we still in the dungeon? Okay, we're in the dungeon queue at least. We'll do that. Because leveling prot warrior dungeons, not too bad. That was very anticlimactic for PvP. Do I need to kill these guys? No. Okay, let's just leave. Killing mobs is not the big XP gain that you need. When you have war mode on, it's the quest. It's the quest completion. And then being able to stack this buff is going to be really cool. but no PvP action yet. Oh, somebody figured out why the shoulder piece is glitched out. The quest that I have over here that's glitched out. I need to collect the right shoulder, and when I click it, it gives me the left.
This one is going to make a fine.
Alliance 1, Horde 0. That doesn't count. I'm queued up for another one, though. I'm gonna take care of this. PvP Islands. PvP Island queue time is ridiculous. PvP Island queue time. I've sat in the PvP Island queue for like an hour and a half before it pops sometimes. Gotta kill this one mob over here. There she is. And disarm. I don't think you use it because you're a caster, but I got you anyway. Oh, I'm gonna do a avatar charge. Oh, it doesn't hit that much harder. Never mind. Rip. Rip. Alright. Let's enter this dungeon. Right now, the dungeons, while leveling, by the way, are only the Horde side dungeons. You enable the other ones later on. But as soon as you hit 120, the whole map opens up. And I'm going to do a video later on where I show you the world entrances to all of them. Because in order to do Mythic Pluses, you're going to have to know where those world entrances are. Oh, I need to change those profiles. No PvP talents, guys. No PvP talents in dungeons. But I have war mode on. Blizz. I'm trying to have war mode on. I need to change the way the profiles look. Let's see. Raid profiles. Where is it? Class colors. And auto activate on prot? No. Okay. Let's just keep pulling. I don't want to completely bore my group. But yeah, while leveling, you know, damage taken, not too bad. I don't oh man, gotta love it. Gotta love the ninja pulls. Nothing is changing in BfA, guys. We still get ninja pulls. But yeah, while you're leveling, you guys see that there's no issue with the warrior, but as soon as you hit that max level, the issues with the warrior become really, really apparent and really bad. The amount of damage you take is ridiculous at that max level. Top right corner. Top right corner. Nice. Thank you. You would take a rogue ganking in the dungeon group for return to the PvP talents would probably make prot warrior dungeons easier. Yes, I'm okay with that change. Give me like a random chance that an AI will jump on me, even if it's in the middle of a boss fight. I'm okay with that. I can deal with that. I can deal with one rogue. I'll disarm him. I'll CC him. I'll fear him. You know, I'll do all the things. Let's do this. I've also noticed that PvP prot warriors struggle a little bit more when it comes to AoE threat, and that doesn't seem to happen when it comes to any other class. And what seems really, really weird about it is that it's only AoE threat when I'm not looking at someone. So if I'm consistently tab spamming, even just my auto attacks are doing enough threat, but my passive cleave of my revenge and my thunderclap doesn't seem to do enough threat. And I don't know if that's just that one, I believe, is a glitch that can be completely fixed. I don't think that one's intentional. just like nerfing all of our abilities and stuff. Like, that's very intentional. But like the passive cleave aggro, I don't think that's intentional, but I have noticed it. What's up, Boomtown? How you doing, man? Alright, let's pop Avatar, do all the damage here. How am I doing? I'm doing alright, Brian. A little frustrated at the beta, but it is a beta, so I've got to keep that in mind. I don't think I'm considered like the typical beta player because I am trying to hit like a max level and a max gear to show you guys how that plays out. So I don't think I'm the status quo. I can't log into my main warrior anymore. He's stuck forever. Nothing I can do about it. I tried race changing and yeah, nothing I can do about it. So I lost all my progress that I had made of gearing up like by mythic dungeons, heroic and mythics. So yeah, that was a little frustrating. So I've got to start all over again. Submitted a ticket and they basically said nothing we can do. It's a beta. Things happen. Characters become useless and you have to delete them. I haven't deleted them yet, but man, it sucks. You're not alone. I hear a lot of static about warriors now. Yeah, no, but my warrior is stuck. Like, I can't log into my warrior. It's not so much that prot warriors are not in a good place, which I mean they're not, but yeah, it's just my character's stuck. Can't log into it at all. That stinks. Yeah, it does. Trying to do some of the war mode stuff right now. What I really wanted to show you guys today was heroics and mythic dungeons to show you guys that things are going to be difficult again. You're going to need to time your pulls again. You're going to need to know what you're pulling. But yeah, I don't have a max character that isn't stuck. My only max level character is completely stuck. And yeah, at least he's not an undead now. That is true. I race changed him to a high mountain Tauren to try to get him unstuck, but that didn't really work out for me. Now I'm stuck with a high mountain Tauren warrior that I can never use. The pug life, I'm gonna have to live that pug life again. I'm gonna have to completely gear out. There is a lot of raid testing happening this weekend. So what I'm going to be doing this weekend is getting as much footage as I can for you guys. Just trying to get all of that footage and maybe start doing some boss guide videos for the beta. Now that we're out of alpha, we're in beta. This is the second round of testing. Probably going to be one more round of testing before BfA goes live. But I want to start compiling that footage and getting that boss footage ready. So hopefully when BfA launches, or even before BfA launches, we have a better idea at how things are going to be playing out. Before 120, war mode make you find any ally horde on initial maps? Yes, so there is world questing enabled in the beta. And so if an alliance is world questing, they also have world quest in the horde zone. So if anyone is world questing, I'm going to run into them. Now, unfortunately, what that means for me is that the people I'm going to be running into are going to be max level, because world questing doesn't unlock until max level. So that kind of sucks, but it seems like PvP might scale. It just might, because I saw a level 118 beat a level 120, and the level 120 had like twice his HP. So it was either the 120 was terrible by doing twice as much damage and having twice as much HP and still losing, or PvP scales. World PvP does scaling. I know they had mentioned that they wanted to bring scaling because scaling is possible against raid bosses, like outdoor raid bosses, world quests. So they were like, and even dungeons. So they were like, yeah, world scaling is available. So maybe we'll implement it that way. So it kind of looks that way. So hopefully that's the case. We've ran into one person Or actually 2 people. Only 1 person attacked us. So 1 person looked at us. Was 120. I didn't know that PvP, if PvP scaled, and they just walked away. Oh man. The big AoE pulls, which I guess isn't too bad while you're leveling. Alright, we gotta kill this guy right here. We're gonna get 2 of those curses. You do want to interrupt those, but I don't think we're gonna get much in the realm of interrupts. Guys, Blood Elf racial interrupt. Oh wait, that's gone. Is it too soon for that? Is it too soon for all the Blood Elves? Oh man, why? Why are we getting stunned like this? All right, we made it out alive. Let's go. Yeah, it's too soon to be bringing it up. It sucks, but what they're doing to counter that is they're adding a lot of things to dungeons that racial is going to take advantage of. Like, we just fought 1 pack earlier, these skeletons in the hallway a little earlier. Those guys all have a bone armor shield that if you have a blood elf, they're going to just get rid of that shield. So while it sucks, it seems like they're adding a lot of beneficial magic effects that are going to be subject to be removed by that. So that's the positive side of things. They're gonna make your new racial have a lot of uses. Oh, the last boss in this dungeon sucks. We can also do this and skip this guy. Do want that cast to go off so that he can incur his cooldown for casting it, and then we interrupt it. But yeah, if Prot Warriors are changed a little bit, or at least are changed even when BfA goes live, the leveling experience of a Prot Warrior is fine. It's okay. There's no complaints there. It's as soon as you hit 120, for some reason, everything starts scaling up a lot harder and things just start wrecking you. Like, the damage that it does is insane in comparison to what it was. Like, right now, I don't have shield block up, I don't have bolster up, but I don't feel terrible. I really don't. Even when I don't have those things up, I still feel tanky. At 120, if you don't have any of them up, you're a squish ball. You're like, it's like if you're wearing cloth. These guys do frontal cones that fear, which does suck, so you don't want to get hit by that. If you do get hit by that, as a warrior you can get out of it once. As an undead you can get out of it once, so just make sure you can. Alright, time for the last boss. Hopefully we get some good gear. The one piece of gear that took me forever to get on my other warrior at 120 was a shield. A shield. Just so you guys know, the average item level of a normal dungeon, I believe, is 310. Whoa. Whoa. 310 is the average item level for a normal dungeon at 120. My shield was item level 266 for a while. And then I finally got a good one. And then I started doing mythics. I was not doing mythics before I got a good shield, because since we don't have artifact weapons anymore, the way that weapons and shields scale up is it's a lot more significant. It's a lot more significant. So getting a weapon upgrade and a shield upgrade is a lot bigger of a deal than you might think. Just because we haven't done it for a whole expansion, I think we kind of forgot what impact that has on your class. But in the amount of damage that you do, it's insane because of the way that weapon damage scales with your abilities. Block damage also scales. So there's a lot of changes there that, like, weapon and shield upgrades are really big. What's up, Epic? How you doing, man? Let's go over here. We want to be standing on top of this. We have a stacking debuff that happens on this boss that actually does a ton of damage, and that stacking debuff can only be removed by stacking on whoever gets that little AoE around them. Val explosion, get out of here. Alright, I gotta move them. Let me pick these guys up, walk over to this corner. Nope, we're walking over here apparently. Okay. I keep thinking I'm losing threat because they target other people, and right now I'm telling you, passive like cleave threat is just not enough. So you do want to stand inside of here. You see I have 10 stacks. Those 10 stacks are going to disappear when this pops. There it is. My 10 stacks disappeared. Although I didn't see it pop. I think it was for some reason cast on a hunter pet, which I don't think should happen, because if the hunter pet dies or gets dismissed, then you're SOL. What's up, Aquina? How you doing? No gear for us. People are getting Azerite gear? I got nothing. I got nothing. Alright, hopefully we find some PvP to do. There was a warlock out by here earlier. Out in this area. A PvP Alliance warlock, but I don't see anyone. I just asked in general chat if anyone is doing like any PvP, anything substantial, finding anyone. So hopefully we get some leads. Some ally rogue keeps trying to gank. Super sad, super bad. Aw. Maybe the ally rogue will try to gank me. I'm asking where. Zobal. I don't know where Oh, I am in Zobal Ruins. Alright, level 111. Now that happened quicker than normal because of that PvP buff. Because we have that. How are you feeling about Prot Warriors so far? They seem a little clunky. Yes. I made a video 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago about how and why Prot Warriors feel clunky. I also offered what I thought was like decent suggestions at it. Nothing like, yeah, just buff me like crazy and make me crazy stupid overpowered. Like, I tried to be reasonable with my suggestions, so there's a whole thing there. Oh man, I'm dying. Why are you killing me, man? But yeah, right now Prot Warriors feel very, very clunky. They're not done. The only part that really for me is like this sucks is the fact that a blue post, a developer went out to post something against someone and said that Prot Warrior mitigation is on par with everyone else. That Prot Warriors mitigate more damage than other tanks, so we have less health, but that everything seems fine. I really hope that the developers, that at least all of them, don't feel that Prot Warriors are good, that they're in a good place. Because if they think that Prot Warriors are good and we're just gonna stay that way, it's gonna suck, and it's gonna be very much an uphill battle of doing everything. Like, everything you try to do is just going to be terrible. How's the PvP? You want to see blood? I know, I'm asking where that rogue is, and everybody's just saying that they're just in the area, but all there is right now is that there's a rogue somewhere. I'm trying to find them, but they're out here in these ruins. Let's see, let's do a lap. Zobal Ruins, which are over here. Who's the best tank on the beta right now? I would give it to Druids or Death Knights. Druids or Death Knights right now because there wasn't much change for them. Mark Bro, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Yeah, those two classes, not much was changed. Druids, Guardian Druids were nerfed a little bit. Their self-healing was nerfed a little bit. And there it is. There it is. PvP action. Alright, come on, come on. Disarm. No, we missed the disarm. Get out of here. Alright, alright, alright. Come on, we're good, we're good. Oh, am I gonna get healed? No, I'm getting help from a warlock. Let's go back in, let's go back in. Heal, alright. Oh no, come on. Oh, we got him. Alright. Did you guys see how much damage that dragon charge did? I missed my disarm. I don't know if he had evasion up. It's a possibility that I missed it because he had evasion up. But that dragon charge did insane amounts of damage to him. Always 3 Sunders, Maxim. Always. That's what you're here for, the PvP? Hey, you know what? If we, like, stay around here, is he going to jump us again? Here's his corpse. He hasn't rezzed yet. Let's, okay, he rezzed now. He rezzed. Okay, he's somewhere in the area. Oh, there it is! There it is! Come on. Alright. Disarm. No, parry. Alright. Try to, let's land our fear. Okay, feared. Oof. Oof. Oh, man. Level 120. Too much deeps. Alright, come on. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna get you this. Oh, no! No HP for this. No HP for this. No. Alright, we need an HP up. OP Prot Warriors, they need some nerfs, Kappa? No. We're not OP. So let me eat up, and then once I'm at full HP, I'll jump back out there. We can get him this time. He already used this trinket on my fear. I can do some stuns. I was trying to break him out of that. If I pick up Crackling Thunder, it might be a little bit better for PvP. Alright. Let's res. Let's eat up, and then we'll jump back out there. Or maybe he'll jump us in here. You hate rogues? There will always be a class like that. I hate, if I'm PvPing on a warrior, I hate frost mages. Frost mages. Terrible. Alright, come on. Come on, rogue. There you go. Disarmed. Okay. And dragon charge. Oof. Got stunned. Heal up. Heal up. Oh, the disorient. The blind. Ah, he got hit by these guys. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He jumped on me again. Oh, man, too much. He's got 61,000 HP. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, man. The Loa of Death is making fun of me. Yeah, I don't know if the PvP scales fully. Let's see. How much was I hitting for? I was hitting for 4K. I don't think that's anything like special. Demon Hunter, not Prot Warriors. 3 Sunders need nerfed. We might have to like use all the cooldowns to take that guy down. We'll come back. We'll heal up. Jump back out there. There's not much I have. I don't have very much gear. Alright. Let's do this. I managed to land my disarm, but he can kite me all day. That's the thing. Prot Warriors right now, the only snare we really get is a 50% snare on Thunderclap. We can get this one for 1 second. This one's okay for long battles, but with a rogue, it's never going to be a long battle. They're always going to jump in and out of combat. We can do this. This might be our best bet. Let's pick up Crackling Thunder. And we'll pick up Indom for PvP, actually. Because our globals are going to be used for offense. Let's do that. I don't need to worry about getting my shield block up. So let's try this out. Come on, Rogue. Where are you? I know you don't want to jump me that close to the gate anymore. You got attacked by the NPCs last time. Where are you, Mr. Rogue? Oh, there it is. Oh, jeez. What? Oh, no. I don't know how this is... let me look at damage taken. Man, I got destroyed in one hit. Let's see. Damage taken. Killing Spree. Killing Spree did almost 10,000 to me. That is insane. This is 17,000, which is half of my HP while that Killing Spree was going on. Killing Spree offhand. So Killing Spree main hand and Killing Spree offhand added up to 13,000. Oh man, rogues are still killing it. Rogues don't need the global cooldown nerf. It does not matter to them. So yeah, I don't know how PvP scales. I don't know if it's scaling the way it should be or not, because he is 120. So I hardly do any damage to him. Even when I do manage to get damage off, it's not very much. Looks balanced. Yeah, that's a lot of damage you did to me. In one Killing Spree, main hand and offhand, that is 13,000. That's more than a third of my HP. That's probably like a good 37-38% of my HP in one ability. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, he's in here. Alright, let's do a big in here. Come on. Nope, no Killing Spree for you. We can stun you out of that. Okay. But, you know, he's in here with a bunch of NPCs. Doesn't count, guys. Doesn't count. I'm low level. Yeah, dude, I'm level 111 on this tune. Level 111. It's not going to do much in terms of trying to help me for that. Is there anything else I can really change? I could pick up Shield Bash. It does do a good amount of damage. 10-second cooldown. I must be in a rest area. Is there an inn here? I think this counts as an inn. Don't tell me I need to go all the way to Orgrimmar to reset my talents. Okay, cool. Shield Bash. Now I need to put this on my bars. Let's put it where that was, because we got rid of Bolster. Okay. Generates Rage. Hits like a truck. They wipe all the tunes again. They did not wipe all the tunes, Ian, but I can't log into my warrior. I was running to a world quest on my warrior. I was like swimming through a lake. Somehow I glitched through a texture on that lake, and I can't log in anymore. There's no way I can reset my position. I opened up a ticket and I said, please help me. I just need to be ported back to Orgrimmar or something. And they said, there's nothing we can do about it. It's beta. It is what it is. So my one character that was Mythic Dungeon geared is now lost. There's nothing anyone can do about it. Blizzard said, get out of here, kid. That sucks, yeah. No more Quest Massacre. I don't know where that rogue is anymore. I mean, they made me have a really long res timer at this point. I think my res timer is currently 2 minutes. Let's see, are they gonna jump on this guy over here? Who knows where that guy went? He disappeared. You guys hear that like lawnmower sound? The hell is that? Look. You guys hear that? Is that someone in a non-PvP shard with a Mechano Hog driving past me, because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a Mechano Hog, but I don't see anyone. So are they like invisible to me? Open world PvP is unbalanced, Rogue is OP, and just an awful matchup. If it was kind of a little bit more balanced, it wouldn't be that terrible. Warrior versus Rogue is not the most terrible matchup. I would argue that the most terrible matchup I could have is against a Frost Mage. A Warrior fighting a Frost Mage is just like, it's just frustration. It'll make you break a keyboard. But Warrior versus Rogue, it's not the best lineup, but it's not the worst one either. It's called Spring. Without Ignore Pain, yeah, without Ignore Pain, it changes, the whole game changes. But the thing is, Proud Warriors right now are really based off of blocking. And what are you going to block in PvP? Like, there's auto attacks are the one thing you can block, but stuff like Killing Spree deliberately blinks people behind you. The nature of PvP makes it so that blocking is basically useless. I don't want to say it's completely useless because you can still get some blocks, but yeah, not very great the way that Proud Warriors are being set up for world PvP. You hear Shadow Priest is broken right now. They do massive damage with some of their PvP talents. Maybe. So every time they release something new, they haven't scaled everything. So every now and then there's like a talent or an ability that slips by them and they don't scale it down with the rest of the world. So every now and then you go out and do something and there's someone who's still scaled to Legion. And in Legion, you know, it's not crazy for someone to have 10 million health. So then you have things that do damage according to like a 10 million health pool for at least warriors. I mean for tanks, but like damage dealers 6 million. So things will scale up that way, and yeah, it's not very fun. Rogue can chain stun though, so easy kills, yeah. One of them did plus 295% damage. Damn. Yeah, there's been a lot of things that happen like that. I know that when you could become an Orc Warlock, and the Orc racial wasn't scaled down. So if you became an Orc Warlock, if you popped the racial, you just had a ton of damage. Just a ton of spell power. So yeah, things aren't 100% balanced yet. I'm expecting them to kind of take in all of these things. I submit tickets every time I find something that's completely game-breaking. And I try not to use too many game-breaking things. Like there was an engineering gun that would do a ton of damage per second. There was also a sword that was found for Sunken Temple that was doing the same thing. And every time these things are found, like I was grinding Mythic Dungeons. Making sure that I wasn't using any of that. Because I want to know how things are really going to feel. You know, when BfA launches, there's not going to be something that deals 10 million damage. So I want to see how things actually are going to feel. Let's pick up this guy, Haste Mastery.
What are you doing?
Goblin Dragon Gun, yeah, that was completely glitched out. For you to join my LFG, you need to have this gun because we're just gonna cheese it all the way through. I was the opposite. It was like if you have the gun, you can solo the dungeon at that point. You don't need the group. So you can go solo it if we're gonna be doing that. It's good to find the exploits and report them, but using the exploits all the time to do content that you shouldn't be able to do, yeah, this does a decent amount of damage, and so does this, and they're off cooldown pretty quickly. Oh hey, we got a Ret Paladin. Do you guys think I can kill a Ret Paladin? I guess we're gonna find out. Let's do it. I should have spell reflected. Get off of me. Oh my god, I don't do any damage. What? What? This is not scaling in my favor, guys. This is not scaling in my favor. I don't think it scales the way it probably should right now. I was getting destroyed before I could even get anything out there. And you figure a tank would not do damage and would just be annoying in surviving. Like, I could survive a lot, but not really dish out a lot of damage. So I'm going to have to hit level 120 before seeing the full effect of this. Bring your 120 tune? I can't. My 120 tune is completely locked out. I can't log into my 120 tune. I submitted a ticket and I said, hey, can you guys unstuck my 120 tune? Can you guys like send me to Orgrimmar? And they said, nope. They said beta testing, things happen like that sometimes, and there's not much we can do about it. And when I beta, well, like the GM said, when I beta test, I make sure I report the bug. So make sure you report it. And I was like, how am I supposed to report it? I can't log into my character to hit report bug. I can't do anything. I would have got him if I was 120. I'm gonna need to just spam level up before this weekend when raid testing comes out. So definitely gonna be doing that. So I mean, hey, there might be just like more chill level up streams. That does a decent amount of damage, so that kind of helps with leveling and just being able to knock everything down to half health. Leveling pains. Oh man, if we still had Battle Cry and Recklessness, this wouldn't be too bad because I could pop Battle Cry, guarantee a crit on Shield Bash and on Dragon Charge. That would be nice. Nope, you guys are gone. But yeah, trying to prot warrior PvP right now doesn't seem like a whole lot of fun. I could try to pick up Ravager as well. It only does 750 damage over 5 seconds. So it does 100 damage per second. Well, a little bit more, but is it really? Okay. Does Ravager completely just suck right now? Let me put it here. And let me set up a keybind. Okay, let me pull one mob because Ravager for arms right now is insane. If you're arms, Ravager's crazy. It's a ton of damage. So let's see. Yeah, it ticks for 100. Ticks for like 80 and 160 crits. Alright, Ravager's garbage. Ravager's garbage for PvP right now. I was thinking maybe I could use it. Oh, I can still respec. Oh, it's on cooldown. I can't respec. Rip. How long does it take to reach 120? About 10 to 15 hours. Maybe like 1 hour per level is the average. But that's like with glitches. So right now, like when you level up, every now and then there's a quest you can't turn in. In order for that quest to be turned in, you have to go to the area where it's going to be turned in, drop the quest, and then sometimes the new quest gets automatically turned in and spawns in front of you. And then sometimes you need to go back and pick it up and drop it again and then reload UI. So you kind of have a lot of glitches. But I would say 10 hours. If BfA were to launch right now without any glitches in terms of questing, I'd say about 10 hours, which isn't terrible, but they'll probably increase it because it's really quick. I would imagine they want us to play through this content a little bit more than just 10 hours, because that means that if you no life this game, if you're like, you know what, if you tell your boss I'm not coming into work, no life it for a week. That means that within a week, you could have really decent gear. You could spam heroics, and then do mythics, but the mythics are gonna have a lockout, so you can only do so many. So within a week, if you run every single mythic, you would get decent gear. But yeah, I would say that right now it takes about 10 hours if you don't count like AFKing or running a battleground or something like that. that, you know, that doesn't lead to a good XP gain. But yeah, they're probably going to change that. I would imagine they want us to play this content for more than 10 hours. I do like leveling while PvP though, because of those PvP talents. They just give me hard-hitting abilities. Like the amount of damage that these abilities do in comparison to some of my other ones, it's actually a ton. So even if I just look at Dragon Charge and Shield Bash, this does, you guys, oh, let me remove my face. Remove my face. Look at that. This one does 7,000 damage. And it reduces the damage that they do. This does 6,000 damage. My Shield Slam is my hardest hitting ability. That one does 1,700. That means that Dragon Charge and Shield Slam hit 4 times harder than my Shield Slam. It's a lot. That is a lot of damage. So leveling while PvP is going to have its perks. You're going to be able to hit really hard. Especially if, like, you guys also saw that killing spree. That killing spree did a ton of damage. So there's you know, certain things that are going to be doing a ton of damage. I need to wait here for the respawn. What is this? Roasted Raptor? Buff. Stats increased by 5%. Okay. Flask of Blood Rage. Oh, this one gives me Leech, right? Haste. Okay. Haste. You're going to miss heirlooms. You have the PvP mode. PvP mode is 15%. What's up, Hooves? How you doing, man? Thank you. Is that a thank you for removing my face? Ah, man. Yeah, see, the amount of damage you do with PvP mode enabled is a lot more. A lot more. Yes, you would. You would, Hooves. Interrupt that with the Dragon Charge. Am I running Devastator? Oh, I am, because of auto attacks and PvP. Just saving my globals. Okay. Roasted Raptor, prepared by Chef Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay is entertaining, man. He is entertaining. I think his insults are really out there. They're hilarious. How you know me so well? Oh, you know, Hooves. Wow. Okay, so the amount of haste I have right now because of the this thing. Oh, this thing right here, haste by 50%. Hey, if we could get 50% haste, that doesn't feel too bad. Global cooldown change doesn't feel that bad. I have 82% haste right now. Look at this, 82. Hey, I'm okay with that. You guys can nerf the global cooldown if I can have this much haste. How come I can't? Oh, I need to poison these guys. Okay. You agree? Some of them are perfect. Some are a little askew, but he makes me laugh. Yeah, he's really entertaining to watch. His insults are really, really funny. That's the thing. I think Gordon Ramsay is like really good at making TV. Like, he knows that just saying outlandish things are gonna get people to watch and people to laugh and people to be entertained. So as much as like his criticisms are very over the top, I think that's the cool part. And he makes his own. He either makes his own or he has a team of writers that he hired from like Comedy Central or something, just writing for him, just being like, hey, next time you find a piece of chicken that's cooked like this is what you're gonna say. Oh, haste mastery. Yeah, let's just do that. Ooh, and the upgrade. Stop. I just want to equip my new gear. They added a lot of the voice lines already. Sebastião? Am I saying that right? Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the community.
Stay your hand.
50 or 15% more XP in war mode. 15, 1-5 right here. You can see it right there. Experience gained from killing monsters and completing quests increased by 15%. Doesn't apply to dungeons. Womp womp. Feels bad, man. Let's do it. Those shield slam procs with the 50% haste. Yes. Okay, so you notice that. It's like shield slam is off of cooldown every single second. That is the allure of watching a show, yes. It's right, Sebastian? Cool, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. And Brian, have you ever seen, I know on Reddit, there was a section where it showed how the UK version of like Gordon Ramsay's show is edited and how the American version of the Gordon Ramsay show is edited, and the American show just adds like all sorts of drops and stuff. Oh, I just need to stab him. I was waiting for like bad guys to pop up. The US version of the show is edited to show like a lot more harshness. Like it's a lot more intense. It makes it seem like he's way more intense than he actually is. And then like the UK version of the show is a lot more normal. It's like a normal cooking show. So a lot of it is in the editing as well. And the US or American version is edited on purpose to just be really stingy out there. War mode equals world PvP? Yes. So they just implemented war mode in the beta. So you have your normal talent tree here. And then if you click this little arrow right here, you get the PvP area, which the first row is your trinket, your PvP trinket. Which one do you want to pick? The one you enable, the one that reduces crowd control by 20%, or the one that automatically gets triggered? And then you have your talents. A lot of these talents are the same as the current Legion PvP talents, but there are new ones. Protection Warriors unfortunately don't have very many new ones, but there are new ones for other classes, and you get to pick 3. So there's no leveling system, there's no PvP experience, there's no you earn 1 talent point every time you level or something. These PvP talent points are just kind of given to you. And then you turn on war mode. You can make a selection, but then turn this off, and you're not in PvP all the time. Once you enable this, it becomes like this. It becomes kind of like lit up. This little jewel in here is all lit up. It means that I'm in war mode. And the cool thing is that you can use all these abilities while doing PvE things as well. I'm in PvP mode, but these abilities I can now use in the open world. It's going to be kind of weird going back and forth between both of them, but at least I can use all these abilities. You dislike that UI? Yeah, this is the weird default weird UI that they're adding to this. Because now there's no honor talent points in the bottom section. It's off to the side. You saw some of that. The US version is much different. Yeah, very different. 15% stick to PvE. Thank you very much. Really? I think it's worth it. 15%. But the thing is, Epic, if you enable war mode in the first like week, there's not going to be very much PvP. The PvP war mode is really going to come into account when people hit max level. Because if you enable it as soon as the expansion comes out, no one's going to be in the opposing area. The opposite area only enables once you hit max level and start doing world quests. If you don't have world quests, there's no way you go to the opposite faction area. So yeah, you can completely enable world PvP for the first few week of the expansion being out, and it's just free XP. Nothing to be afraid of. Unless somebody hits level 120 like the first day, and instead of gearing up, all they want to do is go grief you, and you in particular, you'll be fine. So you should consider it. You should consider it for the first week. Hey, we got a new Warglaive. How come all Warglaives look the same this expansion? What's up, Salazar? How you doing, man? They should just keep it so you can use PvP moves on PvE now. I agree. I think if they're going to start doing anything weird with PvP in terms of different things, it should be passives. It should just be hey, in PvP you want to go a build that's more heavily reliant on this ability, like Pyroblast or Shield Slam or something like that, then you're gonna get 5-10% more damage for that in PvP. But to confuse everybody and to have abilities that are only enabled some of the time and not other parts of the time, that's part of the big complaint in Legion PvP. I'm only PvP sometimes. Only sometimes these abilities are on and off. When I go raid test or when I go run a dungeon, I no longer have these abilities. It's weird. It's weird to say the least. And I thought they were going to change it. And they kind of mentioned that, like, yeah, no, we see the errors, absolutely. But it seems like they just removed the XP system. And now they just give you all the talents at once. And you don't get to pick all of them, so you're not too overpowered or too bursty. It's like, you pick 2 or 3 of them, alright? That's it. Stop right there. The UI, you still want PvP. Oh, you do like the PvP only moves? Okay. You don't want to have to do any PvP by force, and you don't have to do PvP by force. It's an opt-in system. You do get increased XP because you're probably going to be getting ganked, but that's it. That's all you get for PvP. Nice. Sound the drum. We're gonna go with a Loa of Death. Let's see, what else do we get here? A bubble. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. We don't need the speed for now. Being near this guy dismounts you because he becomes a quest giver, and they don't want you to stack a bunch of mounts on him. So if you like get close to this guy, he'll slap you off your mount. This part I think is really cool. As you run up, everything gets lit up, and you run into the temple. One thing I have noticed about this temple, and I didn't do it before because I didn't want to lose my character, even though I already did, is that you can fall off this edge. I can like jump over this just fine, and there's nothing down there. I don't even think there's an exit down there. I think you're gonna have to use a Hearthstone. Alright, let's do some big AoE pulls. We've got really good damage because of the PvP war mode being enabled. All those PvP talents putting in work. Is this breaking LOS? I sure hope so. Nope, not completely. Nice. Finally, PvE players don't have to worry about quest givers getting killed. That's true. That's true. In PvE, you don't have to worry about anything PvP. So, no matter what realm you're in, if it used to be PvP or it used to be PvE, it doesn't matter anymore. It's now either war mode or not war mode. And that's the new setting. So, if you pick the PvP realm because all your friends were there and you don't like PvPing, you're good. You're safe now. You're in good hands. Let's just kill this guy real quick. There you go. Knock you back. Super annoying to have your quest giver be killed. Yeah, I can see that. Every now and then it's fine, but sometimes there's those people that just camp and grief. And I promise I have never camped Crossroads as an alliance and just killed all of the quest givers over and over again. It wasn't me, guys. If you ever saw that warrior, that was an alliance warrior. I don't know who that is. The dragon charge is such a long distance, man. It puts me way out of range of everyone. Alright. Knock him out. Does so much damage though. So nice. Knock him out. If you get a killing blow with shield bash, it resets. It doesn't say it in the cool. Oh, if the target is casting, the cooldown is instantly reset. That's what it is. So if I fight like a caster, I can just do a ton of damage to them by just spamming that shield bash as they're casting. In fact, that seems like it's gonna be really overpowered. Just spamming shield bash. I'm sure that's gonna get nerfed. Someone's gonna report that. And they're gonna be like, wait, prot warriors have a use? One single use right now? No. That's not gonna fly with me. Get rid of it. Hey Hooves, do you know what you're gonna main, by the way? Are you gonna keep your warrior? Are you gonna keep your mage? What are you gonna, or warlock? I only do battlegrounds in Northshire. That's not true. I used to PvP a lot, but it was even matches. Every now and then I would go raid Crossroads. But I really liked raiding Crossroads because Baron Chat was always active. So if you went into Crossroads, within about 10 minutes, there was like a bunch of other max level people in there trying to get you down. So it wasn't for griefing. It was just the one place where you could find world PvP for sure. It was guaranteed because everybody would be telling everybody else like, come to Barons. It's going down in the Barons right now. Come on, let's go. It was a very easy place to find world PvP. Dino Druid? Are you gonna be Cat or are you gonna be Boomkin? Why is this stuff resetting? Also, shouldn't Shield Bash have a knockback? Bash. Oh no, I guess not. Dino Druid. Probably Turtle Boomkin. You like that new Oroka skin? That new Oroka skin. I gotta tell you, I'm not crazy about it. I do like the classic Boomkin skin though. What do we need to do here? Decaying Bloodstones. Oh, from these guys. Okay. There it is. We've got another one on the wall here. You do like that new Boomkin form? Oh man. No druids, no Dion druids yet though, but when? No Dino druids? Oh, no, they're here. They're like a Roka. Did I see the video you posted last night, Saturday night? You were watching another stream while you were playing WoW. I did not. You joined for some Droomkin fun. Nice. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to check it out, man. I've been really focused on getting geared up for Mythics and Heroics, and I really wanted to show you guys Mythics and Heroics today. But then it all broke yesterday. Last night I was like, let me get some more gear. Let me just hopefully get into a better position in Mythics. Maybe I won't spread that much salt if I get some more gear, but no, man. Instead I created even more salt for myself by completely breaking my character by accidentally running into a texture that I shouldn't have. You forgot you put your headset on to record any of your own audio. So you have a recording where all it is somebody else's audio the whole time? Alright, let's do that. Let's do this. It was very late Saturday night and way too many adult beverages. That's the right way to do things, man. Whenever you're grinding and you just want to veg out and grind, it's the way to do it. You have their audio from their live stream. That's funny, man. Oh, I can change my talents out of Ravager now. Let's get the hell out of Ravager. Let's do anger management. Everything else, just in case I get jumped right now, everything else is okay. You hate type chat with phone? Oh yeah, autocorrect. It'll get you, man. It'll get you every time. She gave me permission to post it. You were gonna delete it. Oh, okay. Whose live stream were you watching, by the way? Was it another World of Warcraft stream? Oh, we got a new shield. It's a BOE, but you know, don't really care about making gold right now. If you guys want to make easy gold, follow Max's instructions. I know I did. Just create a brand new tune and mail all the gold over to your main tune, and there you made 5,000 gold instantly. No work, 5,000 gold. Sea Breezy? Oh, okay. He's a main paladin, right? So Breezy? That's what you're talking about? Oh, I should have saved my shield bash for the cast. Okay, let's see. I want to do 2 back to back. Her name. Oh, I don't know who Sea Breezy is then. Let's see. Cast. There it is. Cast. Instant reset. I already got him down too low. She is a holy paladin. Okay, I'm not sure who you're talking about. I don't think I know them. Is this a Twitch streamer or YouTube streamer? Or both? More world PvP. We're not getting any right now with this war mode enabled. No, I saw some action up there, but it was just a warlock mounting up.
It's dark in there. You go on. I'll be right behind you. Oh, I think we're close. Mother, where are you?
This quest is kind of creepy after they added all the voice lines. So Breezy's a dude? Yeah. I thought he was talking about So Breezy because he said Sea Breezy. But then he cleared it up for me. Alright, let's see if this person's gonna have cast bars. Hopefully. I don't remember. There it is. And instant reset. 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 And let's just spam this. Oh no! I hit one right in between both casts. Damn it. I could have just done an insane amounts of damage right here. Here it is, Spirit Barrage. Let's just do all the resets. There it is. Perfect. Guys, leveling his PvP is going to be quick. She was doing Mythic Antorus last night with her guild. Oh, okay. I believe Dina was also streaming Mythic Antorus progression today, earlier today, before my stream started. I got the ping on it from her Discord. We're missing 1 bloodstone. Let's go pick it up. Turn this quest in. Here's someone who's got that for me. You'd pull your hair out doing PvP? Oh man, you just gotta catch them while they're doing a cast time like this, and then you instantly reset. You're good. Let's jump over here. Prop viable now after changes. The bolster, you've heard bad things. Yeah, not yet. I wouldn't suggest doing prop right now. I'm leveling because my... Oh. Whoa. What the hell happened there? Sorry, guys. Because my max level prot warrior glitched out and I can't log in anymore. But if I could, I would show you a max level prot warrior. And at max level, they're not good right now. What was that? I keep spamming shield slam. No, shield bash. So since I have PvP mode enabled, I have PvP talents. There is a PvP talent called shield bash. Let me show you guys. Shield bash right here. That does a ton of damage, and if the target is casting it, instantly resets. And it generates rage. It doesn't cost any rage. So I can only do this because I'm in war mode, which it does a lot of damage. I would argue that I'm doing like as much damage as a DPSer with just spamming that. Feels good, man. Feels good. What do we got here? Haste Mastery? Cool, let's do that. You know, when we talk about max level prot warriors and how they're doing, I'm hopeful that they're going to change some things. But right now, Vrain, if someone told me, hey, I'm new to tanking, should I roll a prot warrior for BfA? At this very moment, I say no. But I know that we have 3 months of development left, and I'm hopeful that in those 3 months of development, we're going to be okay. But as of this very moment, yeah, no. Prot warriors feel bad, man. Oh, I was about to dragon charge. Didn't work out for me. I think that's it. I think that's the that's everything done. Can we complete the quest? Nice. We stacked on someone else doing this quest. And we get a nice weapon. One thing that you'll also notice while questing is that you can still get upgrades. So if a quest item is supposed to be green or blue, it can still upgrade and Titanforge and Warforge up to blue or even purple. But it does happen a lot less now than it used to. I remember leveling through like WoD content when they first introduced that, and it was happening a lot. Now, I would say one out of every like 15 to 20 quest rewards is going to be leveled up to some capacity, and most of the time it's only leveled up from green to blue. In order to get a purple, I've only ever gotten one that leveled up all the way. Oh, we got the 120 here. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Oh no! Oh no, we got a rogue on us too! Oh no! Oh, I'm dead. I am so dead. Come on. Oh no! Get off of me! How did they both get full heal? They both got full healed. What the hell? How? Oh, the rogue, they're just camping up here, both of them. The rogue is camping up here and he jumps down at you. And the ret paladin, they were even... So the only thing that helps me out is these guardians. So look at that, they're even camping. Oh yeah, the damage is way off. The damage does not scale. So this Redditon wrecks my life. This guy right here is a warlock and he takes a lot less damage than I do, being 117. But that ret paladin like completely destroys me. But not the 117. So yeah, scaling is not the way it should be right now. Roll a paladin, because you know Blizz is going to let paladins stay good in every spec. I heard that ret wasn't that great for Legion. It got better, but I've heard that in the beginning it wasn't that great. Look at that, they even appear on your minimap. You guys see that? They appear on the map. Alliance Assassin. That's interesting. But I'm going to get my ass beat by all these guys. We've got another 110 and a 117, the Warlock. They're just camping us now. Alright. Yeah, they're really just camping. Let's see, what can we do? We can start questing over here. They're following me right now. They are chasing me down. You see that? We need reinforcements, guys. Anyone have the beta, want to log in and come over here? Beat these alliance up. We've got 116. There's two 120s. We have nothing above a 117. There are 3 allies in there. Oh, there's 3 apparently? Alright, let's do this. Let's do it. Come on, we're gonna build a resistance. We don't scale up, but we can build a resistance. We got a rogue here rolling. See what I mean? You hate PvP realms because of what they're doing now. If we were all 120, I wouldn't mind it so much. Or if it was scaling, I wouldn't mind it. But I'm getting my ass beat because this is not scale. Redditants have been whacked for like 3 expansions now. Oh! Jeez! Come on! I can't do a damn thing against a max level guy. Let's see. I think we might have built up a decent resistance. We've got some people in here. We've got a decent resistance. Oh, he's using the goblin gun, really? Not only is he griefing, but he's also using glitched weapons? Get out of here, guy. Get out of here. He died. We got enough people, guys. We got enough. It's frustrating that they won't leave warriors alone. We need love. Yes, we do need love. Hey, there's loot. Nice. So PvP gives you PvP specific loot as well, like as a drop. That's interesting. Do I need like a repair bill? Probably. Let's see. How's my repair bill going? 13? That's actually not too bad. Yeah, Redditans were really weak in the beginning of Legion, but they stepped their game up once a lot of their issues were addressed. But I've heard that it's really awkward to play at any good capacity. Teabag his corpse. All that was left in his corpse was a bag. So I have to teabag a bag? Alright. Everybody's still here. Let's see. Is this alliance going to come back? I'm down to fight him again. Even though things aren't scaling. And I'm getting destroyed. Yeah, they released in some capacity. They're not at their corpse anymore. But I don't know where they are. The Redditon can't hide. But the rogue can like jump on top of buildings and stuff apparently. The rogue is over here doing some Jeeper Creeper stuff, jumping on top of buildings, fighting from the air, fighting from above. I don't see the Redditon anywhere. In fact, his name is even Redditon. Yeah, the draw distance on seeing... Oh, there it is. The draw distance on seeing people is also really, really poor. Alright, let's do that. And... nice! Alright, so as soon as this... Let's disarm... I disarmed the protection, or the Redditon. Oh, we're gonna get this rogue. We're gonna get this rogue. Come on. Full heal. Was that lay on hands? Jeez. 120 using every cooldown they have. We got him. Got him. Okay. I have. There it is. I had my victory rush. He's targeting me. That's fine. He's got his bubble up for like another second. There it is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We don't need to be 120. We can do this. Real PvPer never teabags. I mean, I'm eating on top of his corpse. Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, I saw that one recently, and it's like, oh man. And you see how committed you are to not doing PvP. You don't even know the rules of engagement. I used to PvP a lot, man. I miss PvP. This isn't that terrible, considering that scaling isn't really working. It's not that terrible to consider that I'm in the beginning of the expansion. I'm level 111. They are at the end of the expansion at level 120. And a few of us together can beat them up. That's not terrible. I thought it was going to be like full scaling, but that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I wonder if it's going to stay reasonable like that. Because, you know, a 120 should be able to kill a 111 very easily, but you know, like 4 or 5 of us should be able to do a decent chunk of damage. There it is. He's back up, running away. Are we gonna chase? All right, I guess we're chasing. It's because of stat percentage. Yeah, it is. Did they just leave? They may have just left. They were the ones... Oh, there they are. I was going to say, they were the ones getting camped at this point. Alright. You guys ready? You guys ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. The absorbs, man. Alright, disarm, disarm. He's disarmed right now through his wings. Ah, man, the bop. I don't have shatter. Give me back shattering throw, Blizzard. Give me back Shattering Throw. Nice. Come on, Stormbolt. Oh, that's way too much for any one person to handle. That was a lot of people on him. How many of us is it? That's what, 5 of us? But I don't think any of us are max level. We've got, yeah, no max levels on our parts. The maximum I saw was a 116. You guys see what I'm talking about with that like lawnmower sound? But yeah, maximum I saw. What the hell is this? What is this? Did I miss something? Did I miss flying raptors? I know raptors had feathers and stuff, and there's all this like weird stuff, but they can fly? Your crit at 111 is way higher than 120. It could have been, yes. You like that Jeepers Creepers movie? Too bad I didn't do well though. I think it did good. It did good because I want to say there was what, 3 or 4 Jeepers Creepers movies. So in order to have that many sequels, you got to do something right. Got to do something right. We're getting thunder here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm getting storms. As long as it doesn't take out your internet. The raptor is avoiding the PvP shenanigans. Flying raptor confirmed. That's it. That's how we get it. I do like the new mounts though. I mean, I don't know when they're gonna come in, but some of those new mounts are really cool. I wonder if they're still called placeholder. Oh, there's a new mount. I haven't seen this one. Hey, that looks awesome. I like that. And then we've got no, that one's an old mount. I don't know why it's under placeholder. We've got the pterodactyl mounts, or pterodax. Then we've got, where's some of the other ones? I don't know if they're all still called placeholder. This one right here, this mount is going to be terrifying. I mean, just look at this thing. And if this thing can fly and crawl on the ground, this is going to be the one to use in world PvP. You just jump on top of people and terrify them. And what else do we got? Some Coltyrus horses, and there's a lot of those too. There's a lot of Coltyrus horses. Then we've got this one, the Sand Queen one. I wonder how big this mount's going to be, because the actual Sand Queen is really big. Then we've got the Worker Bee and a different coloration of that mount, and then this one. Like, I need this. I need this in my life. How much is it going to cost? Is it going to be like another 120,000 like the Lightforge Warframe was? Because if it is, I don't care. I still want it. Give me the mount. I'm going to play the Jurassic Park theme song while riding on this. You're going to try out Turtle? Show us the mounts. Yeah, this one seems pretty cool too. It's like a little Rancor. If you've ever wanted to ride a Rancor without arms, although, you know, here it is. All lines here are underground, so you typically do not have issues. Oh, nice. 500,000 Warframe. Oh, the Warframe was 500k? Oh, jeez. I thought it was 120. There goes my idea for that. This one, I mean, we're going to be like, we're going to be ninjas of the Hidden Leaf Village, and we're going to summon the Hokage and ride him around town. So for this one, for sure, you're going to have to play some Naruto music whenever you summon this guy. And then we've got the parrots. And then these guys, which I imagine are the new engineering ones. We've got a few of them. I imagine that's engineering. And is that it? Here we have like more horses for Alliance, a donkey for Alliance, that's actually kind of cool. And you know, I think this one's like this. Oh, it's a different shade of like red and yellow and stuff. Yeah, slightly different. The yak was 120. Gotcha. That's what I'm thinking of. It's gonna be 2 mil. I hope not. General election. You finally got a new government after 60 years. That is insane, man. That is insane. How do I destroy the totem? Here it is. I was like, which quest item is it? You're gonna go full goblin this expansion? Goblin druid. Wait, Hooves. It wasn't that long ago that you told me you hated goblins. You told me that goblins were just annoying. And that they only look out for themselves as a race. You don't want them in the Horde. What happened? Change your mind? Goblins are the best race ever. Change my mind? Is that a good thing? Normally, when a government has control for way too long, they start, you know, becoming no longer in touch with their people, and it's normally a good thing when you have a government that was that long-standing kind of losing the power. But you know, generalization here. But having one person in power for too long gets to their head, and they become out of touch. You meant goblin as in gold hungry. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna play a goblin. I was like, oh man, I thought you hated them. Didn't want to assume and look like a fool. I get you, Brian. No step on snake. Step on all of them. I have a there's a neighbor somewhere where I live that has that decal on his car. His or her car. I don't know actually. Says don't tread on snake. Don't step on snake. Maghar is making you thinking about leaving ally. Dude, just upright orcs in general, both Maghar and like normal orcs, they look badass. They look very badass. How come I've been in combat this whole time? There it is. Combat finally dropped. And I need to find another totem. Not there. Straight back Maghar for the win. Maghars are pretty cool, man. Cinnamon skin fennel. Oh man, I saw a meme the other day that was like every single RPG, and it just had like the males of every class, and then the females of every class were just different shades of skin color of like the same female looking character. And it's like, but all the males are completely different and animalistic. And then they develop the females for every race, and it's like they all look, you know, similar body types. Your warrior's gonna be so kawaii. No! No, warriors are not supposed to be kawaii. A warrior should never be turned into a waifu. Stop it. That's not how things work. When you play your male undead and it says that sort of straighten up motion, your lower back feels sore looking at it. Yes, when he's like, even your undead's like, I could use a little break, please. I want straight back undeads, guys. That's it. Ian, if you don't make warriors decent again, at least let me straighten out my back. At least give me that. Give me one thing. Either make warriors good or give me the straight back undeads, please. I got DC'd? This is what happened to my other character. Are you gonna tell me that this character is now stuck forever? Let me show you guys my other character. It's terrible. Why Blizzard? We're out of the alpha. This is beta. We should be good. Alright, so this is the new character. Here's my old character, right? He was undead. I tried to race change him to try to like get him unstuck. You guys can see on the right hand side, he's nowhere. He's not located anywhere. I was in Triscard. Can undead be Can undead be Death Knights? The answer is yes, Brian, they can. Your flesh is rotting off and your back hurts. This is what happens when I try to log into my main on the beta. Loving Prot Warrior in the beta right now? I'm not. This is what happens. I can't log into my main character. I hope the new one is not glitched out as well. His toe might have gotten into the texture and I can never play him again. This is a little bit ridiculous. You deleted your tomb for that? I don't want to. My item level is like 320 on that character. Please be able to log into my new warrior. I mean, I'd love to be able to log into my old warrior. But the tip is smile early and often. You think it's male. Proud warrior new nerf DC. Keeps happening, man. Come on. Let me log in. Don't kill 2 of my warriors like this. Okay. Alright. I can log into this character at least. I'd much rather log into my other character. There's only so much I can do. Blizzard, why you do this, man? High Mountain Warriors are amazing looking. Yes, they are. You had to? You had to delete your tune? Or... You sent mail to your tune and it died right after? Patrick! I was trying to faction change my character so that I could get ported out of being stuck. But I have mail waiting for me. So it said, no, you can't faction change. You have mail waiting for you. So I race changed, and now I can't log in. And it says before I can faction change, I need to finish doing the race change. I need to log in and do the race change, but I can't log in. So my character is stuck. My character is now officially stuck. I can't play that warrior. That warrior that I geared up is now dead. Some Mythic Plus goodness later, or no more Legion streams from now on. As of right now, I'm gonna be focusing on this because we do have a lot of the new content. Like, we have the war mode on. We're gonna have more raid testing coming up. So as of right now, no Mythic Plus streams for the foreseeable future. Honestly, even like this week in Mythic Plus, it's getting a lot less attention. So there's not that many people that are really grinding out the leftover in Legion. I think a lot of people are doing leveling and preparing for the new expansion, but not a lot of people are grinding out the Mythic Plus. So for today at least, no Mythic Plus. Although this week is explosive. What's the other bolstering? So it's not terrible if you focus down the explosives. If you have a group where your group this week, nobody knows how to handle explosions and nobody cares about doing explosions, then it's gonna suck. But if you're at least handling the explosions, you'll do okay. My key bindings are also not all here because I got DC'd. Ah, that shield bash got off right after the cast. The mail system is breaking the login. You've been Mythic Plus on Monday. Oh yeah, you've been doing your Mythic Plus on Monday. Yeah, I haven't even been doing my Mythic Plus on all my characters right now. I just, you know, at this point, if you completely gear out your character, that means that you're gonna have gear until about level 115, maybe 116. So if you guys don't want to worry about any gear for the first 5 or 6 levels, gear out your characters. If not, you'll get your quest gear, you'll level up. But yeah, if you guys don't want to have to worry about getting any gear for the first 5 or 6 levels, then that's how good the gear is going to be. Got a 19 plus before going to work. Nice. Yeah, I'm normally on my Prot Warrior. At least I do them there, and I've been doing, I want to say 15 to 17s, and right now most of the people that are still doing Mythic Pluses are the people that have always done them, so the grind is easier now. If you guys are wanting to push those keys, the people that are still religiously doing the 15 plus keys are the people that just have always done them, so it's not that bad of a time. $2,500 plus Raider IO, nice. 2,500 plus rating, yeah, man. I think my rating right now is like 2,300 or something. My main one going into this new patch was break 2K, and then once I broke 2K, I was like, that's okay, that's respectable. It's not amazing, but for having pugged everything, not bad. Demon Hunter's pretty OP, casually OP. Every time you see a 16, 17, you feel discouraged. Why is that? Hey, does this reset my shield dash? It does. It counts as a cast. Perfect. That was a lot of damage. Nice. This week's Mythic Plus affixes sound like types of diarrhea. Yeah, listen, you've got the bolstering explosive, and it's combined with tyrannical. It's bad. It's pretty bad, man. I don't know. Do you have like a loved one you can call right now at this moment? Because I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's not much else I can do for you. Getting that shield bash off while he's casting is so good. It's almost good enough to get camped by 120s by enabling PvP. How's the rogue and BfA PvP wise? They do a lot of damage, man. I was getting camped by a rogue earlier. With just killing spree, they were doing very good damage. So rogues have always been really good at PvP because they have a lot of cooldowns and a lot of like quick cooldowns. So you can jump in and you will just about win every one-on-one. You do have to rely on some of your cooldowns, so don't be afraid to use them. So whenever you jump into a 1v1, use whatever cooldowns you feel are necessary, and then you can get out of combat for like a minute or two till those guys come back up, and then you're good. You can jump back in again. So you have a lot of short cooldowns. You just got to use them properly. But they were farming me. The only thing that isn't that great for PvP is Outlaw. But if you're doing a lot of PvP, you're probably not going Outlaw regardless. Outlaw is more of a PvE fun spec, I would even call it. You're probably going subtlety or assassination, probably subtlety. But yeah, Outlaw is not that great for PvP. But I don't feel like every spec needs to be great for PvP. You've got two other really good ones to pick from. They just seem so easy in paper, but then it's not a challenge anymore unless it's for helping. Oh, the 16 to 17, yeah, it's not too bad, man. You can get them done to get your loot at the end of the week. You hate the explosive affix? If you have melee, it's not too bad. With casters, it gets a little bit more heavy because they need to interrupt their cast times and cast instants in order to do stuff like that. But if you have melee, explosive is a lot easier. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, Timothy. This week, Mythic Plus difficulty score is pretty low. It should at least be a 9. It's not that terrible. If you have a rogue, a warrior, a death knight, a monk, all of these classes can tab spam and hit that explosive very quickly. Now, whether or not they're too lazy to do it, that's a different conversation. But it's not that bad. You just need to get people who want to succeed in the Mythic Plus and not just wipe all day. Why is this thing still... This thing needs to leave me alone. There it is. Explosive sucks. They should remove it. Too punishing. There's a few affixes that are really punishing. Explosive is one of them. I think bursting is another one that's really punishing. It's like even if you can handle pulling and killing 20 mobs at one time, you can't because it's explosive. You just can't. Not allowed to. I want to do this. It didn't save because I got disconnected. I got booted off the servers. But if they didn't have affixes that were that difficult, then we would be stuck with like sanguine, quaking, and volcanic type of affixes every week, which are avoidable. Quaking isn't exactly avoidable, but you can minimize it to 20%. Sanguine and volcanic are completely avoidable, so it's either we have some affixes that are harder and just more intense, or we just have everything just kind of be bland and avoidable and just don't stand in it. That's it. What's the affix? It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, don't stand in it and you're good. Wife aggro for sure, man. Wife aggro is the worst type of aggro. There's no cooldown you can use to counter that aggro. It doesn't matter what type of tanking class you are. It's still gonna get you every time. Have I tried a turtle bear? Yes, I have. And they are really strong. They are very strong tanks. If you want to start practicing, there's not much changing in them between Legion and Live. They're nerfing self-healing a little bit, but they're doing that with every class. They're removing their magic mitigation, but they're doing that with every class. So really the changes that are happening to druids are just changes that are happening to everyone. So if you have a druid right now in Live in Legion, you could play it and already start getting used to the playstyle. It's very, very similar. Not a lot of changes. Yes, you can. It's called credit card to remove wife aggro. That only works so many times. Eventually, they want like a real emotional connection and actual conversation or something. I don't know. I wasn't listening. Let's take care of this summoner. Hopefully this guy's a caster and we can just spam shield bash. Cast, there it is, there it is. Shield bash, one more. Oh no. Oh, it did get off in time. Perfect. And another one. And another one. Oh, fear? Not here, guy. Not here. Come on, cast. There it is. Shield bash. Shield bash. Let me just do it again. I don't care if I get a cooldown on that one. Oh, not like this. No. Don't do this to me. If you have kids, you can use misdirection. Yeah, I'll go help you right now, honey, but I don't know. There's this like drawing of crayon on the wall, and you're like, quick, 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 quick. I don't know who did this. I'm just trying to clean it up. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be there in 5 minutes. No PvP over in this area. I think they're only griefing like the lower level areas. I'm about to hit 112. I wonder by the time I'm like 117, 118 if I'll be able to hang in there with the 120s because I'm a tank and I should just be able to survive a little bit longer. So I'm curious to see that. I'm gonna keep leveling up. I definitely want to level up a lot more by the time raid testing is live, because right now rip my my 120 mythic gear tank. Feels bad. F for respects. F. Just spam F. The spirit of Torga. Alright, we hit 112. Not bad. Oh, we can also do this. Not that. Resize. Thank you for the Fs, guys. Thank you. Lost my prot warrior. I'm gonna have to press delete eventually on that prot warrior, and they hurts. They hurts. I geared that prot warrior out. Oh, just do this to the purified. Oh, by the way, Hooves, you notice how your badge has that your sponsor. If I mouse over, it says sponsor 5 months. Next month, when you hit that 6 months, that icon will actually change. If you see, if you scroll up and see Demon Hunter, he's got like the power reader. So now there's different badges for different loyalty badges, basically. I mean, not kind of, exactly like what Twitch does, where you have different loyalty tiers depending on how long you've done the whole sponsorship thing. It's now live on YouTube Gaming as well. So also, if you drop a comment on a video over on the YouTube Gaming side of things, those badges now appear on the comments, but it doesn't appear on the regular YouTube side of things. I think they need to do like complete cross-platform thing where it appears in both sides, because it kind of sucks right now there. It's like only here, not there. But yeah, now it at least appears. So there, like, I tweeted out all of the loyalty badges that I created. The 1 year and the 2 year have like crowns on them, but adding a little bit extra. Definitely they're adding more and more to YouTube streaming, but I don't know, man. YouTube's got a lot of controversies right now. These new abilities increase your output by so much. The amount of damage that the Dragon Charge and the Shield Bash do is really, really insane. I'm gonna have to try out PvP War Mode on other classes, see what abilities you can get, because so far these two abilities that I have hit for about 4 times the damage that a regular ability that I have does. So might be able to find some other classes that they can just completely destroy everything in sight. Especially since they're PvP talents and they work in PvE. There's some PvP talents that work based off of getting a killing blow or something like that. And since they work in PvE, they can stack up really, really well with killing blows. With just doing like big AoE pulls and nuking everything down slowly but surely. Every global, you take out one of them. Wish I still had that 82% haste from that other questing area too. That was really nice.
Greetings, sir and/or ma'am.
Greetings, sir and or ma'am. Alright, we need to discover the Scroll of Fate, which I believe is right here. Nice. We need some more PvP. I'm going to go back to the other area as soon as I'm done with these quests. I'm going to basically control a hand right now, where I get to destroy and uppercut things as a walking hand. Alright, he's got a lot of AoE here. No need for me to Dragon Charge and knock them all out of his AoE. I need to get another low of blood. Here we go. But yeah, if you guys saw, like, I just hit 112 and focusing only on questing and not any of the PvP, I'm already 1 bar in, and I'm about to turn in another quest. So doing nothing but questing is not too bad on the XP side of things. Let's turn this in. Next quest is very easy. We just gotta read this scroll and become a hand that uppercuts things. Nice. Or I can read a book on top of things, right? Isn't that what it is? Yeah! The power of books. And then you can uppercut things. And books! No errors killing that rare. Whatever that rare was. Oh wait, no, they're just elites. And books! Oh hey, that one was different. That one was not a book. Wait, why is it? Oh, Fate's rock, paper, and scissor. And the paper is the book. Here's the paper again. Got him. I'm no longer going to be a hand. Goodbye, Hand of Fate.
Do you really need to talk to me?
Oh, 220 item level. Alright, let me finish picking up these quests too. That might help out. And let me go back down to the area where the PvPers were. I'm level 112 now. That's it. We can take them all on. It was down right here, Zobal Ruins. You do get a flight whistle, Master's flight whistle as well once you hit max level. So if you guys are wondering with like the whole world questing and thing, if it's terrible, not too bad with the flight whistle. It gets a little tiresome every now and then because it is a lot of just ground running and no flying. But with the flight whistle, it's not that bad. You get to complete a quest, hit that flight whistle, and fly back into the closest flight path. You know, fly to your next area. All right, let's go back. Let's see if the PvP is still going on. I'm asking in general chat if anyone has seen any PvP action. Maybe we'll be able to find something. Run straight into some PvP action. Nobody's responding. That means everybody's dead. Everybody's dying with all this PvP that's happening. Right here, this is a new raid area too. This is the world entrance for the raid. I dueled the rogue and he killed me, but when you came back he was gone and didn't gank me. Huh. So the rogue is still around. Maybe no longer the ret paladin. So here's where we were. Hopefully we get jumped right now. Come on. Somebody. Do it. I've got 4,000 more HP than last time. We're good. We can do this. Probably not. But we'll try. Anyone? Anyone? Any rogues? Not near the guardians, because those are actually going to kill you. I don't see anything. Is this the guy who said he was? No. It's not the guy who responded to me about getting ganked. There's still corpses here. Right? Yeah. That's somebody's corpse. That's not the person that responded about PvP. I think this is someone's, yeah, this is someone's corpse here too. So there's PvP happening here. Oh, we've got a 117 mage here with us. Come on. Got to hunt down Alliance in a Horde area. I don't know if we're gonna be able to. I don't think they're being that reckless anymore. And I don't know where the world quests are because I don't have a 120 anymore. Because rip my 120. Aha! Oh, no. I thought that was someone mounted up here. It was just a flying dinosaur that's stuck inside of here. No worries, guys. Just flying dinosaurs. Oh. There's a lot of them. That's weird. PvP? PvP? Oh, wow, there's a ton of Horde here. These guys... PvP is probably near here. They're probably all backing each other up. No, feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Can't find him. Alright, guys. I was hoping to find some more PvP action before we call it for this stream, but I don't think I will be able to. So just to take a look at the whole PvP system again, do I teleport back? I do teleport back to Orgrimmar. So let me show you guys how turning it off and on looks. So the PvP system is now kind of baked into where your talent points are. There's no new area, no new tab you go to, no experience, no prestige, nothing like that. So what you do is you just turn on your talent area, and then you have a few talents here. First one is going to be what kind of trinket you want. Then we're going to have the 3 following ones are just going to be the PvP talent points that we have right now in Legion. There are new ones. Let me show you guys, like the Fury one. There's a brand new one in Fury. Like Fury's got this guy, Barbarian. Heroic Leap increased by 2 more charges and increases damage done. So there are some new ones. As far as like which specs have all the new ones, what they are, that would, you know, you're gonna have to look at your class and see what you're getting for that. But you do get to pick only 3 of them, and then they become enabled at all times. So they don't just become enabled when you engage someone from the opposite faction and when you're actively fighting them. They just become enabled all the time. And if you want to turn off PvP, all you do is click the war mode and it turns off. You guys can see it light on and turn off. Like, that's it. This means it's on. So when I go out of Orgrimmar, it is now enabled and I am set to PvP as soon as this resting falls off and I'm considered as being away from here. Here it is. I am in PvP mode. I've got disarm. I've got, you know, all the things. And if I can't turn it off here, I have to go back to Orgrimmar to turn it off or on. And then once I turn it off, like if I go back into Orgrimmar, turn it off, these abilities will be muted. So let's go back into here. Orgrimmar, turn off war mode. Come on, war mode. Let me turn off war mode. There it is. War mode is off. You guys can see that shield bash and disarm and dragon charge are all muted. So when I come out here to the real world, I can no longer use dragon charge. These buttons just don't work. So yeah, guys, that is gonna do it for today. I am going to continue leveling. I'm gonna hit that max level and hopefully get enough gear by next week to show you guys heroics and mythics. I just hope I don't get stuck somewhere and lose my warrior again. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of that raid testing this weekend. I probably won't be streaming it. I will be recording it just to do those boss guide videos for you guys and to kind of have a more edited version of it where I have a more concise, clear train of thought as opposed to just stream of consciousness like these live streams are. So thank you guys for tuning in today. It was fun. The little bit of PvP that we did get to see was interesting. It does not scale, so that's good to know. And yeah, it's gonna be a good amount of XP, so I'm gonna leave that on. I'm gonna keep leveling with that on. Alright guys, I will see you on Friday. Hopefully by Friday I will have some semblance of max level, maybe even be able to jump into heroics. Probably not mythics though. So I'll see. Oh no, actually Friday raid testing. Friday is more raid testing, so we'll be doing raid testing on Friday, guys. So if you guys want to see 2 more bosses, let me take a look at which ones. Let me open up the raid here. Raid testing on Friday is going to be Zek boss. So this guy, which, oh, we did test him out once. This guy was a pain. This guy was completely just too many ads. And Gahoon. Oh, the very last boss. The very last boss of the raid is going to be raid testing on Friday. So if you guys want to check out raid testing on Friday live for Zek boss and Gahoon, tune in. We're going to be doing that. I'm probably going to be doing it on a Prot Warrior. There's another Prot Warrior streamer who we've been running with a lot. His name is Rock, and he streams over on Twitch. So we'll be doing that. How about this Friday? Yeah, this Friday we're going to be doing the raid testing. Epic. So we're going to be here on a Prot Warrior, and then raid testing on a Prot Warrior. So I will see you guys on Friday, and hopefully next week Heroics and Mythics. I can't promise Mythics for Wednesday, probably by Friday though. More raid testing goodness, yes. Alright guys, thank you all for joining me today. Shout out to the sponsors and patrons. Patrons, you guys are going to be getting your patron exclusive video very soon, so stay tuned for that next week. I basically need to hit that level 120 again and get comfortable with the content before I can release it for you guys, or I can try to use some of the older footage. But yeah, you guys will be getting your patron exclusive video. Sponsors, you guys should also join the Discord, and if you do join the community Discord and you are a sponsor, send me a message on that Discord, and there is a sponsor Patreon corner that you guys do have access to, so let me know who you are and I will add you to that. I will see you guys on Friday, and yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned for more Prot Warrior goodness. Turns out High Mountain Torrents don't have a slash dance right now in live. I mean in the beta.